Yo, what's up, boys? It's your boy Pepin from the Netherlands, 16-year-old entrepreneur, and I'm about to show you what this whole course is going to be about. Alright? But first, a bit about myself, okay? So, yeah, obviously I'm 16 at the moment and counting. This is being recorded on the 3rd of July 2025. I turned 17 on the 14th of August 2025. So that's cool. I've been into self improvement for the past 2.5 years. So I've been, yeah, getting some gains in the gym, improving my mindset, improving my overall presence, my social skills, everything. I've been doing that for the past 2.5 years. As you can see in the picture in the background, fucking happy, like this is the life. This is fucking beautiful if you're able to do this, alright? I've been into business for 14 months. Um, and I've registered my business like officially in the Netherlands for 8 months, I think it is, or maybe 10 months. I actually do not know, but I've been into business, interest into business for the past 14 months. I was into dropshipping before this. I quit it in May 2025, so it's only 2 months ago. But the reason I quit it, it's something we're going to get later on in the course. I think it's going to be the first module about why I chose to help others do the coaching business as well. All right. But I've been in there for 14 months, made over 10K with the ecom drop shipping. But yeah, there was just no fulfilling in it. All right. So yeah, I'm from Netherlands, and this summer I'm traveling to Scotland. I'm leaving the 24th of July, and I'm coming back the 12th of August. I suppose. Don't know the exact dates, but as you can see here in the background, let me play it again. This was in Norway last year. Fucking hiking, traveling mountains, did bro. It's amazing, man. When you truly love what you do, you literally can enjoy every single moment of life, and that's what I want for you as well, man. Honestly. So yeah, boys, I love hiking, as you can see on the left. I love cycling, as you can see on the right. Let me play it again. You see, this was me. I think it was 5 a.m. something in that in the morning, and in the middle one, you can just see me grinding hard, grinding my ass off because I love it. I love hiking. I love working on my business. I love cycling. I love being in nature. Although I hate insects, but you get the point, bro. I fucking love it. All right, and that's what self improvement gets you to. Yeah, so I've built a crazy network of young dedicated motherfuckers. The clip in the background was from a mastermind I've went. It was a dropshipping mastermind, but it was just like so cool to see all these guys being on the same path, the same wavelength. The people were so interested into dropshipping, but also like improving themselves as well. So this was like a mastermind I went to. I think it was January 2025, so not too long ago. It was awesome, man. And also online, bro. I've been building my network like crazy. I meet up, like I don't meet up with them in person because I need some money first, and you need as well. But like the network that you can build online and just the people you get knowledge from is so insane when you actually put yourself out there. So yeah, that's what I've been doing as well. All right. And yeah, I've changed some lives. I've changed some lives. I've made sure that people made their first money because of me. People changed their mindset because of me. And I fucking love it, man. I love to change people their mindset. I love to help others. I love to make sure I get people results. Like that just feels so fulfilling. All right. So yeah, this is like the first person I changed his life. I made him some money. Okay, Kasparas, insane guy. Fucking love this man. Still work with him to this day. And yeah, bro, this guy is so dedicated, and that's what it is, man. I can coach someone, but if you don't put in the effort as well, if you are not dedicated as fuck to actually make it work for yourself, then it's not gonna work. And this guy put in the fucking effort, and it paid off for him, man. It really paid off for him. All right. Also, Carl, I hopped on 2 calls with this guy. He's not my client, but I gave him a lot of value, and he recorded a little testimonial for me. He's a great guy as well, man. He's also running a coaching business regarding performance for entrepreneurs, and I helped him out really good with like his DM automation because he had a Instagram DM automation, and I made sure that we showed connection through the messages. All right. All right. Then we also have Lucas, bro. This guy is a killer. He's killing it in business as well. Yeah, I've been on a few calls with this guy, helped him out so much, and I changed his perspective. Like he told in the video, you cannot hear it obviously, but I changed his whole perspective regarding like the business and the human connection field. So that's awesome, man. And yeah, many more, man. Lucas, this is insane. All right, we hopped on a call. He's not my client. He's working with someone else. So it's not fully my testimonial. But I before we actually before we actually closed the 1.6k deal, like this was the day before we hopped on a call. The day after, he sent me a message that he closed the client, and I actually did help him change some mindset beliefs regarding like closing people and that kind of stuff. Lawrence, bro, this guy was scared as fuck to charge money for his value, to charge money for his knowledge, right? We hopped on a call. A few days later, he closed his first ever client. His first ever client. I have a fucking recording on that on my YouTube channel. It's the 18 minutes long call recording. I think it's called uh, change your mindset or something in that range. Adipto, yeah, Adipto, yeah. I mean, he's a great guy, bro. Hopped on a few calls with him, gave him some knowledge. Yeah, he loves that. I keep him accountable. That's what I do, man. I literally apply some pressure on you so you actually get your ass moving. All right. Once you record me a testimony as well. Manny, bro, this guy's a killer. I'm telling you, bro, this guy is a killer. He's 13 years old with his business partner who's also 14 or 13, something in that range. We hopped on a few calls and I helped him a lot, and he's a fucking killer. He's a fucking killer. I love this guy. And Koizi, Jay-Z, fucking amazing man. I gave him the framework on how to create good posts that actually convert to, yeah, free school members, alright? And yeah, man, he fucking loves it. He just got the first person to join from a good post ago, 6 hours ago. But decent amount of comments saying that post is too damn good, alright? Best stuff he's ever seen. The post I gave him, the structure. So yeah, man, these are just some of the people that I've helped. All right. So now you asked, what do I do? All right. This is the big question. All right. So I help you make money with a beginner coaching business. Okay. I help you make money with a beginner coaching business. I build your funnel completely and leverage human connections throughout. I made the first client protocol to get you started and sign your first few clients. So what I do, I help coaches, beginner coaches who are looking to sign their first client or their first few clients. I help them get their first few clients, and I made this entire protocol for you just to sign your first ever client, to make your first ever money online. All right? How amazing is that? Okay? And my mission is to help as many people start a purposeful coaching business and sign their first clients throughout this first client protocol. All right. So who's the protocol for? All right. Who is it for? So now, sorry about that. Okay, you want to make your first ever money online? That's something you need. You truly want to help others and enjoy your work. Like I told you before, man, I was into dropshipping. I made some money online, right? But I didn't enjoy it. Okay, it's not something purposeful. I want you to build a purposeful fucking business that you can eventually scale the fuck out of. All right. So yeah, you want to truly enjoy your work, and you want to teach something that you enjoy doing every day. Like every time someone, I don't know what to do, I don't know what or why this and that. I always say, what do you truly like to do on a day-to-day basis that you can never get bored of? Never. It could be chess. It could be whatever, fitness. Teach that to others. Why not? It's easy. It's very easy, okay? All right? And you also feel that there's something greater out there rather than the system. So then I'm talking about the whole system of the school, this and that, all right? Because obviously I still go to 9 to 5 at the moment. After summer break, after September, I have to go to 9 to 5 um, for school. And I mean, it's not that bad, but it's like I rather do things that I actually enjoy doing, okay? So you truly feel something, okay, this is maybe not what I want to do for the rest of my life, okay? And then also, you are 101% dedicated to put in the work. In the background, you see me hitting my bench PR. I got fucking leg cramp there. That's why I lift up my legs, bro. Fucking hamstring was cramping up when I hit the PR. Yeah, man. Also, some clips where I filled the PR, by the way. But yeah, is this you? Is this you? Are you the guy who truly is 100% dedicated, who truly feels, okay, there's something greater out there. I need to make my first ever money online through a purposeful coaching business. Then the first client protocol will get you your first ever client or clients. All right, it will. So, man, take some notes through this entire course. Make sure you do what I tell you to do. And best of all, ask me for any type of help. If you have any questions, anything, just come out to me, man, because I like helping you. That's it, boys. That is the entire thing, who I am and what I exactly do. So if you're a beginner coach looking to sign his first few clients, then make sure you first of all join the school community, because this is going to be on the about page. But also make sure you follow along the course, because this course is going to change how you see your business, is going to change your income. Okay, so yeah, make sure you follow throughout, and I'll see you in there, boys. Just like I mentioned, I have no idea how I'm gonna make my screen smaller. Oh, right here. Just like I mentioned, bro. Adios. I'll see you in there, okay? See you in there, and let's get your first few clients. Alright, let's do this, boys. Yo, what is up, guys? So, why have we chosen the business model coaching? All right, because this whole course, this whole community is about starting your coaching business. Now, this came from my own experience. All right, okay, so let me just tell you a bit about me. As you see, like my beautiful desk around my fucking room, I don't care what you see. All right, so it came from a little story that I had. All right, so basically, it was November or like the end of October 2023. No, 2024 actually. It was the 31st of October. And what happened is I joined this coaching thing. I joined a coaching for dropshipping. All right. Now, there were two major lessons in that. So, obviously, I was a dropshipper. I did all the dropshipping things. I searched the products, copied competitors, etc., etc. You know the whole deal. All right. But the thing was, I never really enjoyed it. Obviously, there was some hype around it. There was some hype regarding, oh yeah, you can make a lot of money, shiny object syndrome, you see the Lamborghinis, this and that. But the real thing is, man, like the real thing was, I at the beginning I enjoyed it, but it started to go down really fast. It started to go down really fast. And the first reason for that was because you do the same thing every single time. Like you sell the same fucking shitty products from China to the person you've never seen before. You sell products you never touched, you never felt, you never seen in real life. You sell them to people you've never seen. And it will already always the older people who bought your stuff, like always the 65 plus people. And it was also until I like met up with like a 65 pluser, like 65 plus person with my internship. So we were delivering like the things you put outside to basically stop the sun. I don't know how to call it. You get the point. So we deliver this stuff to this nice fucking woman. We make sure we deliver this stuff to this woman, and I felt so bad because at the time I was still doing dropshipping. I felt so fucking bad regarding like, shit, bro, this is actually who I'm selling to, and it feels so bad when you actually do that. It feels so bad to know, okay, this is not the best product that we can sell to someone, but we actually sell to them, and then even targeting the older people, bro. Like I felt so unfulfilled. Eventually, after I saw that woman, I felt so unfulfilled with what I was actually doing that I decided, no, this ain't it. So, at the end of May, I decided to pull the trigger. I decided to completely stop drop shipping after 7 months of joining this coaching, making sure that I actually got some. Yeah, I got some results, right? So yeah, it was scary at first to quit because I've been brainwashed. Oh yeah, if you just keep testing, bro, maybe the next product will actually be a winner for you. Maybe the next product will make you rich. Never happened. For some people it did. I'm not gonna lie, the coaching was good. It did work. It was not a scam. But the thing is, man, I just didn't feel enjoyment. I didn't feel the purpose, the fucking mission that I've had since 2023. I've been a self improvement YouTuber in 2023 and till April 2024. So August 2023 till April 2024. And the thing is, I actually enjoyed talking about things and explaining things to others and teaching others. And when I was thinking back to that time in May this year, I was thinking, damn, that was actually quite fun. I actually enjoy to teach people certain topics, certain things, you know. So then I was thinking, wait, the coaching, right? We joined this coaching, and obviously it worked. But first of all, it didn't feel fulfilling. And the second thing, and this is the biggest lesson in history, and I had a call with someone as well regarding this, don't do what they teach, do what they do. Do literally what I'm doing right now, okay? Make sure you coach yourself, put yourself out there on a personal brand. Because the thing that these guys were doing, the coaching, they obviously taught you how to do dropshipping. But then I started seeing some Instagram ads about them. Then I started seeing their Instagram ads. Their and they also told, oh, we only let 10 people in. Then I was thinking, this guy doesn't do dropshipping himself. The thing he's doing is personal branding and growing his coaching. That's where the most money is, you know? So the first thing was you can make so much more money when you do coaching. And the second thing is way more fulfilling and you get less churns, all right? So obviously I didn't get my money back, 3.5k that I actually invested. But the thing was, man, it's a big lesson. It's a big lesson. I lost a lot of money in that, but I realized that coaching is literally the thing that almost everyone is doing, right? Everyone in the info space is doing the coaching. And if you can do it too, which is easily possible, man. If you actually can do the coaching as well, like it's way easier to make money with it, first of all, but also you get some more high ticket client, and the less someone pays you, the more problems they're gonna give you, you know. So those were just some things that I realized, and that's the reason why I started this whole first client protocol, you know, to get you your first coaching client, because I truly believe that coaching is literally the best business model out there. And now I'm telling you something regarding purpose. Obviously, this is going to change. I bet, like in 5 years or something, I completely changed my mind. But that's a good thing, okay? Because that means I'm still developing. I'm not being the same dropshipping guru who has been posting the same video for the past 6 years about top 25 products that you can sell in 2025. No, no, no. If you actually truly develop, it's gonna be better. All right. So this was just like the first part of the entire protocol. I just want to explain to you my story and why I truly believe that coaching is the best thing out there. Not only because there's more money to be made, but also regarding the fact that it's just so fucking purposeful when you get the chance to truly help people, all right? That's just something I wanted to share with you guys, okay? So if you are a coach, community owner, whatever, if you want to get started with your coaching business, make sure you follow along with the protocol because this is going to get your first client. Trust me, man, it is. Okay? All right, so that was just a bit of my story. So, first lesson, do what they do, not what they teach. Please, man. It will save you a lot of fucking money. Just like I mean, it didn't do for me. I didn't save my money. I fucking lost. Yeah, it's a big number. It's 10k at the age of 16. I'm gonna be honest, man. So do what they do, not what they teach. All right? That's the first thing, and it will just be so purposeful. Okay? So make sure you start a coaching business, bro. Make sure you start a coaching business. If you have some limiting beliefs, we have a module completely built out for you regarding mindset. I'm gonna make sure you never have any type of limiting belief again. All right? Okay, maybe not never, but I will make sure I build your strong mind. Okay, so you actually truly believe in what you do and actually like to do what you do. All right? So yeah, boys, I'll see you in the next one. I'll actually see how far I can pull this thing up. I'll see you in the next one, and fuck yeah. Adios, boys. Adios. Yo, what is up, everyone? Alright, so now we go over to the most important fundamentals of your coaching business, alright? Because we don't want to enter this business and eventually quit after a few days, alright? We want to make sure that obviously we are going to last long in this business. So therefore, we got to build some fundamentals to support the ground. All right. So there are 8 fundamentals that we'll be covering. All right. First one is trust. Then we have word of mouth traffic. Then we are going to track some data. we have personal connections, we have our intention, we have leads, we have approach, and we have skills. All right. So trust, we have a few things I wanted to cover. So first, we have upfront. All right. So being upfront, I gave an example lately on a call with a guy. All right. So being upfront and also transparency should also be included when it comes down to being upfront. Is you gotta make sure the person is not in for surprises. The person knows what he can expect in whatever it is, when it's on a call or when it is here, when it is there. People, obviously, we like surprises because we get dopamine hits. But if you make the wrong surprise at the wrong timing, it's not going to work. All right? It's not going to work. Okay. Therefore, we have to be upfront. I gave an example lately where you basically, okay, so let's give an example. You basically talk with a lead, you talk, he books a call, this and that, cool. You hop on the first call, you just chat a little bit, and eventually after the chatting, after the emotion has been going up, right? The emotion has been going up, you've been building a connection, people are being happy, it's going up, and then eventually, this guy didn't expect it, but you make an offer right here. You make an offer like after 30 minutes, 40 minutes in the call, maybe even earlier. And what happens? It's a surprise. It's not a positive surprise. So what happens when it's a negative surprise? Emotion goes down, all right? And a few things to remember is that when a conversation, when a call ends in a bad emotion, in a negative way, you will remember the entire call. The person, the lead will remember the entire call as something negative. Okay? Because let me give you another example. What happened to me in my vacation on Norway in 2023. All right? The entire vacation went well. We had perfect fucking weather. The weather was sunny. It was nice. It was warm. It was cool. I was hiking. I was fucking happy. Okay. The last 3 days, because it was a 17-day vacation, a sort of road trip to Norway, the last 3 days were terrible. First of all, our car broke down, right? We had to lease another car, a lot of fucking struggles, this and that. And second of all, the last day, the whole fucking Norway flooded. You can check this in the fucking news. Norway flooded in 2023, somewhere in the summer vacation. Like we had to, on the last day, we had to fucking stretch because the roads, we literally had to drive a road, and on the right side it was already flooded because there was a lake. The right side of the road was already flooded, so we had to go there. And then literally 1 minute later, we saw a car from the government going that way, ready to close the fucking road. If we were 1 minute late, the fucking road was closed and we couldn't make the boat. Alright, because we had a time and we had to be on the boat to go back to the Netherlands, alright? So it's fucking scary. And the reason I'm telling you this story is because every single time I think back to that vacation, I don't think back to the positive things. And I mean, I do, but I have to consciously bring it in. But I always resonate that vacation with the car breaking down and the floods. And that is something you have to remember. So when it comes down to being upfront and transparent, if you first of all don't say that you're going to make an offer and you eventually do, it's going to be scary, but it's also they're going to remember it as something negative. All right? And what this does, bro, it's scary, man, because obviously it doesn't matter how good you guys have been connecting with each other on the whole call if the end is negative, where it's like, oh fuck, I didn't expect this guy to make me an offer. What the fuck do I do? It's a scary surprise. So when that shit actually happens, it's not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work. So what I always suggest you to do, and it's very simple, make sure you just mention the fact that you're going to make an offer before the call or at the beginning of a call. Okay? It's as simple as that, man. Therefore, you build more trust and make sure they're not gonna be in these emotional dips. All right. Now the part of the dedication. So dedication is very important, and I gave another example. Obviously, we can be very dedicated within ourselves. We can get the results, this and that, but it's not about that. It's about how you reflect your dedication onto the other person. It's about how you make sure that you are showing to him reflecting to him that you are dedicated, okay? And therefore they want to trust you, they need to trust you and want to work with you. So I gave another example on the call, right? Basically what I said is everyone, as soon as you have like a, let's just say you broke your leg, who is going to fix that? It's going to be a doctor, okay? And the way you can reflect your dedication, you can reflect your expertise, is not by being yourself. I mean being yourself, but upholding a sort of image that is not really fake, but upholding an image where you position yourself as the authority figure and the expert and the dedicated motherfucker. So every time I tell you, uh, every time you see someone in a white lab coat, like the long lab coat with like the thing around his neck, with the two things you put in your ears and the thing you put on your heart, like to measure the heartbeat. Every time you see a person like that, you associate him with a doctor. And now, what do you associate a doctor with? Someone who's an expert that can fix our health issues, right? And if we position ourselves in that kind of way, where we are acting in a certain way, talking in a certain way, and reflecting our dedication in a certain way, that this guy will see us as the expert, it's gonna be way better. Okay. Therefore, we don't know, not only gonna make sure we have the dedication within ourselves, but also reflect it onto others. Okay. That's what I want to talk about. All right. Another thing, I think helping and free value is going to be combined. I'm going to combine those two. So basically, what it is you want to make sure that also with the dedication part, you want to help these guys and you want to give a lot of free value to them. All right. So what this means is this way you're going to show, okay, I'm dedicated and I truly care. I truly care about you. I truly care about you, and therefore I'm going to help you with some free value. I'm going to make sure I set you up with success with this free course, with this free Loom that you can watch, with this free whatever it is. Make sure you truly care and express that you care to these guys in order to help them and give them so much free value that they will fucking trust you. Because then it comes back to the dedication part. If you help them so much, if you give them so much free fucking value, they will first of all see that you're dedicated as fuck, so they would like to work with you, and also they trust you because now they know, oh shit, this guy's for real, right? Because most people always hide a few things behind their back. If you can truly show everything, they see put everything on a blanket in front of them on a fucking market in Turkey. What the fuck? Weird examples, but you get the point. If you literally put everything in front of him, so he can immediately start taking action, and then he sees the result with the free stuff you gave him. Whew. What does that say, bro? Come on, bro. Insane trust, insane reflection of dedication. All right. So we want to make sure we truly give a fuck about these people. Truly give a fuck. Okay. Okay. So truly give a flying fuck about these people and truly care about helping them out. Please, bro. Please. Okay. And another thing, how we can build trust, it also comes down a bit to dedication. Dedication is definitely the biggest thing around here. Okay. Make sure you're consistent with your actions yourself and show that you do what you teach you do. Okay. So make sure that you stay consistent. If you tell people, yeah, upload 7 times a week, but you don't do it yourself, what the fuck, man? Come on. Literally teach what you do yourself. Otherwise, people are not going to trust you. So make sure you also show these guys, because they probably came from somewhere, right? They probably came from Instagram, from school. Make sure you show them on those platforms indirectly, so not directly sending over every video that you upload, but indirectly that you are consistent with the actions that you actually take, that you are consistent with habits, with working out, with posting videos, with posting posts on school, whatever it is, man. Make sure that you literally show yourself as the consistent motherfucker that is going to help them. Because when you show your consistency, when you show that you actually put in the work as well, they're gonna trust you way more, man. So make sure you do that, okay? And another thing that comes down to fucking dedication again, man. I'm telling you, dedication, whew, it's the best thing ever, okay? It's the best thing ever. Personalization. Make sure everything is personal that you do. You can. It's totally okay to send evergreen looms, evergreen videos towards these guys, but make sure you make it personal. Make sure you build a connection. All right. We will get into that sooner or later, but make sure the personalization part never gets left out because people buy from people. People don't care about your service. People don't care about what you have to offer. They just care about you. And if you position yourself again as the dedicated, most loved guy ever, if they really love you, how you talk, how you act, how you communicate with these guys, they will love you, okay? So make sure you literally make it as personal as possible to show, okay, bro, I truly care about you and I really want to build this connection with you, okay? So make sure you do that. Okay, this is the entire trust pillar. I know I've been yapping for 10 minutes around this pillar. We have 7 more to go. Let's fucking go, boys, alright? Next one. Word of fucking mouth, okay? This is also where it comes down to building the trust. But word of mouth is definitely one of the things that we want to run our business on entirely like in the end. Okay, so when do you actually get word of mouth traffic? All right, it's by actually getting results for your client. It's about actually caring about the delivering of your clients, deliveries. Okay, so what I mean with the left part what I mean with the left part of this is if you don't truly care about delivering your clients results, this is like a sentence. If you don't care about delivering them results, they're not going to talk good about you. And trust me, man, people talk shit. People talk behind your back every single day. And yeah, it's not when you notice it, but people do that shit. So you better make fucking sure that it's gonna be good word of mouth. Alright? That people are going to refer you to other people. That people actually like you for you. Alright? So we do this by actually caring about delivering results to our clients or even to the people we help for free. Okay? So make sure you truly care about people. Care, bro. Fucking care. I cannot say this enough. But if you care so much and literally over deliver insanely good, you will get them results. And results will refer into getting word of mouth traffic. People will talk behind your back in a positive way. Like my client, bro, I've delivered so much shit to him. I hop on calls with guys that he also talked with before, and they say, "Yeah, bro, I heard from Kasparas or like from another from this guy that you were like literally the goat, bro." And that's what you want to have, man. You want to make sure people talk good about you. Therefore, you have to fucking care. That's the most important thing. Okay? Okay. And then another thing is just be yourself. If you don't have a click with someone, if it doesn't click, if you feel like, okay, I don't really like talking to this guy, he does this and that and I don't really like, it's not going to work. But you still have to make sure you be yourself, because if you be yourself, people will like you for you and not for whatever service you're selling or whatever you do. Okay, so truly be yourself, and therefore people can build on the relationship with you, not with the image you try to uphold, or not with your service. So be yourself, and therefore if people actually like you for you, word of mouth runs. Okay, and some people, bro, I'm telling you, some people are bitches. Some people are fucking dickheads when it comes down to them being themselves. But yeah, what can you do about it? Okay, so we want to make sure that we just be ourselves, and therefore eventually, man, we will actually get people to like us. Okay, and some won't, some will. Some people don't like me when I talk. Some people will like me when I talk. It's just about showing the real you. And therefore, you can build up a personal brand regarding yourself. Therefore, you can do this. Therefore, you can do that. Like, it all reflects and all comes down to getting the word of mouth traffic. Because most people, mm, some people like Mr. Beast, some people don't. It's always gonna come down to who likes you or who doesn't. And if you just be yourself, you will be polarizing audiences and therefore will be building better qualified leads. Okay. Another thing that also comes down to caring is just keep showing up. Okay. Keep showing up, keep caring, keep making sure you deliver. you get the results for these guys. Keep showing up. Make sure you literally show up every day saying, "Oh, bro, how's it going today, man?" Literally care about these guys. Like that's the main thing when it comes down to word of mouth. If you truly want good word of mouth, you may want to make sure you give a fuck about the people you talk to. Okay? Truly care and keep showing up when it comes down to the whole how do you say this? The whole word of mouth part. If you keep showing up and also with the consistency, come on, man. Come on, bro. Do that shit, man. Do that shit. Okay? And yeah, when you have your business running on word of mouth, yeah, makes sense. You're gonna get free leads. Let's fucking go, boys. Insane, insane. All right. Yeah, this is like the whole word of mouth part. The main pillar, the main part of this pillar is just care. If you truly care, come on, come on, man. Right, free leads always welcome for me, bro. I always like free leads, honestly. So yeah, that's the goal. That's the dream outcome of having the word of mouth. Okay. Let's go to the next one because we have 8 more slides and we're 60 minutes in. Let's go. All right. Tracking. Okay. Tracking your data. That's very important, man. Knowing how many leads you have every single day. Knowing how much calls and what type of calls you have. Knowing when you post on school or on LinkedIn, knowing how the performance of the posts were, knowing when you're going to upload your next video, knowing what stage your video is currently in. Is it scripting? Is it editing? Whatever. Is it already uploaded? And also tracking your income, basic, and also members. Track your members, the amount of people that join your school community. All right. So tracking is one of the most important things because otherwise you just don't know what you're doing. If you don't track the metrics, if you don't track where your leads come from, and if you don't track the amount of qualified leads you get from a certain place, then obviously you don't know how to improve later on. Like if you see, okay, I get a lot of leads from Instagram, but they're all not qualified, then you do not know if they're qualified or not. Then you do not know this and that if you don't track it. All right. So yeah, man, tracking is one of the most important elements of building a business and coaching business as well. And I actually made an entire Notion tracking sheet. And if you want it, man, just hit me up with a DM. Let me actually show it to you really quick. Ah, okay, that sucks. Okay, fuck that. Fuck that, bro. I'm gonna link it down. I'm gonna make sure you can DM me in the call spot. And yeah, we're gonna get to this soon. But yeah, make sure you track some data, bro, because data is one of the most important things when it actually comes down to yeah, just knowing what to improve and what to minimize, what your highest ROI activity is, and making sure you can actually improve from day-to-day basis. Because if the latest video didn't perform, you need to adjust it a bit. If you keep doing the video that already didn't perform, then how the fuck are you gonna find out whether or not it actually performed or whatever? You gotta track this shit. Okay, tracking is a really important part of a coaching business. And here, yeah, I put it up again. Dedication. I'm not gonna fluff around it this much. All right. Okay, so this pillar is going to be the personal connection part. We want to make sure we build a personal connection with these guys, right? Because not everything in business is about the service you deliver to the person, and therefore you only have a connection regarding on the business you deliver with these guys, all right? So what we want to do in order to build this personal connection, we want to make sure we send looms, we send voice notes, we send some pictures of ourselves, right? Because like one of the latest conversations I had with a guy that I actually hopped on a call with a lead that I hopped on a call with, this is about like the high converting DM strategy that I also have. I basically was not talking about business. Okay, this guy was traveling. Obviously, I started off with a bit of like, hey man, what do you do? This and that. What's the purpose behind this, that? But what we talked about is because this guy was going to travel, I didn't talk. I didn't continue to talk about business. I talked about where he was traveling to. I talked about the whole part of, sending images. I talked about. I shared some images regarding this and that. I shared some. Yeah, he shared some images as well. It's like building the connection that has nothing to do with relationships, or no, not with relationships, that has nothing to do with business in general. So what this means, man, is if you truly care about someone, if you truly want to be dedicating your life to someone, like, you need to build a connection with someone that is the same as with your family. And this is going to be sounding very controversial because obviously you're doing business, but when you build a connection with someone that is as good as your family, what does that do? What does that do? Come on, man. I don't have to explain. I don't have to fucking explain. Alright? Oh shit. Oh, you should have not supposed. Oh fuck! I tried to block it with my hand, but you're fucking watching my screen, so that doesn't work. No, but if you literally care about building a connection that good with a stranger and make sure they're gonna be your friends, first of all, when they say they're not interested in your offer, okay, you still got the connection, you still got something out of it, and this is where so many motherfuckers go wrong. Okay, this is where so many motherfuckers say, "Oh, but I want some money. I need some money. This and that." No, 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 no. Business is about human connections, man. Yeah, I just don't know what to say, man. Like, bro, if you don't care about people, people won't care about you and your service. Alright? People won't give a fuck about what you sell. People won't give a fuck about who you are. If you do not care, if you do not show the interest, the things that you do, okay, people don't give a fuck about you, okay? What you want to make sure? You want to make sure you build these good amount of connections. You want to make sure you build these good amount of connections where it's literally friend talking to friend. Because when this guy declines your offer, when he does, which he won't, trust me, man, trust me, eventually he will buy from you. But you still got something out of it. You still got the connection. You still got a friend. And this is where so many people say, "Ah, but I don't care about friends. I just want to make money." Yeah, cool, man. I want to make some money as well. But eventually, when you build these connections with these guys, you know what happens. You know what happens when you keep following up, keep talking to these guys. Eventually, they'll buy from you, bro. Eventually, it's just a matter of time, man. Trust me. It's just a matter of time. Eventually, these motherfuckers, these fucking guys you've been building connections with for over 100 years, they will buy from you because they love you as a person. They love you for you and not for your service, alright? Because they already said, "Oh, I don't really care about service." But if you keep building a connection up, they will trust you more. And when they trust you, and when you have convinced them, not convinced them, but if you show that you're dedicated, this and that, you talk, bam, 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 they buy from you. Eventually. Maybe it takes a year, bro. I don't care. But eventually they'll buy from you. And this can be done by showing looms, showing your dedication. Come on. Voice notes, images, talking how you would talk. Okay, so another thing, like regarding a DM strategy that I leverage to have a 90% conversion rate, is write up how I would say it in person. If I were to come to a guy, "Yo, what's up, my man?" Shake his hand like that, I would say that in the text, because that's secret. That builds some kind of connection throughout the text, isn't it? Alright? So I want to make sure you literally say, you write as you would say. Another way to build a connection with people. Okay? And small talk. Um, I used to underestimate this part. I always thought, yeah, it has to be about business straight away, this and that. No, man, small talk is the most important part to actually build connection with people. Okay? So do that. Make sure you build a connection. Show dedication, rooms, voice notes, images. Talk how you would in person with this guy. And make sure you have a small talk. Alright? Next one, you've already seen it, unfortunately, but it's intention, man. Like, just change your fucking intention when it comes down to openers, when it comes down to calls. Because what this does, okay, if someone reached out to you right now saying, "Hey, how are you doing?" Question mark. "How is your business going?" Question mark. Come on. We all know where that shit is gonna go. We all fucking know it. And it's not even about the message itself, it's about the fact that you can feel this guy's intention. It's about the fact that you can feel what he is on about. If you just come out with an opener, like I mentioned here, in your own language, where you just say, "Yo, what's up, my man? How we doing, bro? How's life been, bro?" The intention is way different. And bro, I literally yesterday, my auto message from my Skool community. When you join my Skool community, my auto message is, "Yo, what's up, my man? See you joining CU. What brings you in here, bro? By the way, make sure you don't forget to introduce yourself." It was so personal. It was so good, and I talked how I would do in normal. That this guy literally said, "You can just talk Dutch to me," because he was Dutch, and I actually invited him to the community. And I said, "Bro, that was an auto message." He said, "No fucking way, bro. It sounds so fucking cool." You know, come on, man. The opener says everything about you. And this is on the calls and on fucking messages as well. If you open up in a way where it's not that obvious that you try to sell, it's obviously, bro, I'm not gonna hide this behind my back. Obviously, it's the point to warm these guys up first, then sell to them. Okay, like, but if you just change the intention, and this is also what I do on calls, and I see so many people doing this wrong. They're nervous. They're moving around. They're scratching their heads. They're moving around a lot on calls. People feel this shit through the screen. They feel, okay, what is this guy hiding? Whoa, what is his intention with the call? They feel that shit, man. And it's also regarding the questions you ask. The questions you actually ask when it comes down to the openers. So what I talked about earlier is like, if someone comes to you, "Hey man, what's up? How are you doing? How is your business?" Questions that lead to the selling intention. People know, okay, when someone asks me these questions, they're gonna sell. Okay. But if you just say, "Yo, bro, I was live, man. I was live. What's the purpose behind your business, by the way, bro? Because I truly fucking love your offer, man. Truly love it." That makes it so more human, so more caring, bro. And what I do on calls, on the first call, man, I tell people, just lay back. Just literally lay back like this, and just make fucking sure that you only give a fuck about spitting value to these guys, helping them for free, like we talked in the first part, right? The trust building part. Make sure you truly care about these guys in order to actually get the intention right, because people feel intentions. People can actually unconsciously feel what this guy is on about. If someone came to you with a hoodie, right, with a hoodie, it's also like how you present yourself, with a hoodie, like at nighttime, he came up to you fast walking. "Yo, what's up, my man? How you do?" We all know he's gonna rob us. He's gonna stab us to death. It's literally about that, man. And make sure, because people smell when you want to sell. Smell when to sell. People smell that shit. People feel when your intention is literally only to sell. Okay? Therefore, if you just change the opener to "Yo, what's up, my man," make it really personal, it is gonna be way better. Okay? And also on the calls, just make sure you are relaxed. You're cool. You whatever happens, you fucking don't get you don't care what happens next. You just want to help this guy. If that's your intention on calls, nah, it's over, bro. People are gonna love you. Okay? That's the intention part, bro. That's the intention part. And now, the leads. We want to get some leads, right? We want to get some leads. I'm diving deeper in this in another module, but this is just the basics where I get my leads from, mostly. So YouTube, Instagram, Skool, Discord, LinkedIn, and yeah, like I said, more in the other module. So what you want to do is, when it comes down to getting all these leads, you want to make sure, okay, that you actually present yourself in a way on all these platforms that people, oh, this is actually a cool angle, that people actually care and see that you are a dedicated motherfucker. So I'm also gonna run you over how to set up your socials in a way that people see this guy's the expert. Like I told you with the doctor example in the first part, alright? So we're gonna make sure we set that up. But make sure, like, a fundamental of coaching business is getting leads and getting people to sell to, right? Like, that just makes sense. I'm gonna dive deeper into another module about this part. So make sure you, yeah, just keep watching the courses, take some notes, this and that. So yeah, let's just go to another one because it's not quite irrelevant for now. Okay. The approach on how you go to these guys. So we have talked about this a bit, but how you approach people will determine the rest of your connection, will determine the rest of your conversation with someone. Like I told you, if you open with, "Hey man, how are you doing today? What is your business about? How is business going?" This is a bad way to approach. All right. So I want to make sure you build connections through text, and that is done by being your true self and writing as you would say in person. Okay. So also with the calls approach, like the first 4 seconds, you have to make sure you're sharp as tack. You want to make sure you're enthusiastic as fuck, like literally fucking do this and bam bam bam, and you want to make sure you position yourself as an expert. Okay, those are the 3 things you want to do first in the first 4 seconds of when you hop on a call. Okay, just a quick little tip: be yourself, like I talked. Literally build the connections by being yourself and actually writing how you'll talk. Add some small talk in there so you can actually get to build so you can actually build a connection with these guys and actually warm them up in a way that eventually you could sell to them. Okay, so get the small talk in, make sure you build connections, and yeah, man, that's for the approach. Just like the first message, the first approach you have with a lead determines so much on how the other conversation goes. Like I had a filled conversation recently where basically this guy was trolling me at the end. I was basically like saying, "Yo, what's up, man? How's everything going? This and that." Um, he said, "Yeah, cool, cool, cool." I said, "Ah, sick, man. What are you working on?" Currently working on this. And I asked him, cool, man. What's the purpose? Why do you do what you do? He said, yeah, I would like to adopt some orphans. And I said, sick, man. Why do you do that? Yeah, I like the sound of hearing them in my basement screaming. And then I knew it was a joke. But the thing is, what I did wrong is I asked questions that didn't build a connection. Obviously, there were good questions, but still, like people just know really well when you want to sell. Rhymes, okay. But if you like literally build a connection and have some small talk in there, yo, what's up, bro? How you doing? Just normal questions, not upfront, not straight upfront, uh, which we know is a good thing in some cases, but not in this case. So basically, he trolled me, and now we actually have a good fucking connection because I managed to reframe the conversation. But yeah, man, make sure you add some small talk, but not in a way that's going to be coming over as too salesy. All right, trust me, man, that's not going to work. All right. So yeah, we have another pillar. I think this is the final one actually. Yeah, almost. Okay. Skills. You gotta build some skills, man. You gotta be valuable. Okay? You gotta be valuable. And what I do, bro, let me actually see if I can show this to you. Do you see that entire fucking thing around there? Okay? Do you see that shit? Wait. That are all my books. That's all the stuff I've been learning. I've been learning so much. And you have to learn. You have to keep learning, keep improving, keep getting feedback on what you do. And keep reading books, keep consuming media, keep consuming fucking the big guys. And literally like brainwash yourself with all this information. Also with this video, man. Brainwash yourself and make sure you build the mindset around it. So make sure your mind is only about like the positive things and only about learning new stuff, this and that. All right, and make sure you implement a lot of fucking value. You know what you're talking about. Because I recently had like people coming up to me. I don't know if my value is worth enough to sell. And I had a call with someone who also taught this, and I said, bro, the reason why you think that you're not valuable enough to ask money for your value is because you don't know how to give value up front. This is something I struggle with as well. I need someone to give the ball in front of the goal for me to head it in the goal. I need to get that slight little push in order to actually give some value. And therefore you want to make sure these guys ask you questions. These guys ask questions regarding how can you help me, or like I struggle with getting leads, and then you can elaborate on that more. It's just about the mindset. It's about the mind that you actually yeah, it's bro, it's all about mindset. Come on. Okay, you want to make sure people ask you questions, and therefore you can answer them. I don't know how I can help you. If you ask me a question, I can help you. It's all about that. So I want to make sure you build up your skills to the point It's gonna make sense for people to buy from you. Okay, make sure you are able to give the value that you actually do, and this requires some learning. Okay, so yeah, that's skills part. Then we have a bonus, right? Shit, that sucks. Okay, let me actually leave this presentation. Okay, yeah, hit me up on these platforms, boys. By the way, let me see, bro, because I think my internet is not that great. Hopefully it works, boys. Hopefully, otherwise I'm coming back to you. I'm coming back to you. Okay, boys, we are here. So basically, I built an entire fucking worksheet for you in order to fill out all the fundamentals we've just covered. So here are a few questions, right? How will you be upfront and transparent in regarding the thing you sell? These are all questions I want you to fill out completely after watching this course. This is an action step, okay? So make a copy, go to file, um, remove this thing, go to file, um, yeah, bro, my internet is gone. Make a copy, and then you can fill it in and send it back over to me. So these are all the modules we've covered, and therefore I can review it and actually see where you can improve. All right. So make sure you do this. Make sure you fill out the entire worksheet in order for me to actually review it and send it over to me on Instagram or on School. Okay. So this is like an entire worksheet I've personally built out for you. It took me some time, but yeah, this is going to make sure you get like a good view of what the fundamentals in a business could be. Okay, so make sure you fill out this worksheet and send it over to me. And boys, I really hope you guys liked all the fundamentals. Let me actually put them up right here. Hope you liked all these fundamentals, and let me know, boys, if you have any questions. Always hit me up, and I'll see you in the next course module. Let's go. Yo, what's up, boys? This is probably one of the most important parts when you want to launch a coaching offer, alright? It's about finding your target audience. Who are you going to sell to? How are you going to sell to? What niche do you choose? That's what we'll be covering today. So we'll be covering the niche part. We'll be covering your ICP. Who is the exact ideal client profile that you will be selling to? And we're gonna cover your offer, alright? So finding your ideal niche. Make sure that you make it specific. I see a lot of people going for the general self-improvement niche, um, and this and that, or even like a nofap niche. Nofap is cool, but it's still not specific as you want it. So my niche is I help beginner coaches get their first client. I could have done I help coaches. Beginner makes it even more specific, and therefore there's more money to be made, gonna be honest. All right. So if you choose, for instance, I help beginner self-improvement people get onto nofap, whatever, like make sure it is more specific, and therefore you can get more money out of people. All right, because yeah, we want to make some money. All right, so make sure it's more specific. Make sure you can target your content around it, and also look for competition. So literally follow the big guys in the industry, in the niche that you are going to be operating in. Make sure you are able to talk to this niche in a way that it resonates with them. We're going to dive deeper into this as well with the ICP. Make sure you position yourself as an expert of the niche. So that you like have a profile picture of I'm the NoFap Pro or something like that. And make sure it's very unique. So make sure that it's a niche that not too many people are in, but also not too, because most likely it has two sides when loads of people are in there. Most people would say, it's saturated, this and that. But in my opinion, when there are more people in there, that means there's a big market for it, and there's a reason why a lot of people are in that market, because there's definitely money to be made, and there's definitely purpose to be fulfilled. But make sure it's unique. Make sure you have your own unique mechanisms, your own unique program, your own unique Canva slides, things like that, man. Make sure that's and we're going to be diving into the niche document. Let's do that right now, boys. So I created a whole document for you to fill out as well, in order to find out what is your ideal niche and what's like the target part that you are going to sell to. All right. So why just pick one thing? So why don't just go for the regular self-improvement and help people with this, help people with that? Why just pick one thing? Like the first step to getting more let me actually make it clients, is picking a niche. Think of it like this. You try to sell fitness coaching, marketing courses, and supplements all in one community. People get confused. People think, well, what is this about? It's better to pick one thing like fitness coaching so people know exactly what they're getting. And that one thing is your niche, okay? So when you pick a niche, it's easy to find the right people who are super interested in that one thing. And they're also way more likely to pay to be a part of the community, and you can position yourself as an expert in a way better way. All right, so this is the entire, I wanted to fill this thing out. Let me actually remove the watermark. It's not really necessary. But yeah, okay, so I wanted to fill this in. So here's, you're gonna make a list of all the things you enjoy doing on a day-to-day basis. It's basically finding out what you actually like, and then what you are actually good at, and then defining, okay, do people actually pay about this stuff? Let me see. Now we have these questions. What do I do in my free time, even when I'm tired? What do my friends are interested in? Just answer all these questions. Make sure you make a copy of the document and answer all the questions. So remove, that didn't go right. Shit. So make sure you remove the dots and then start typing here, for me to review it even better. All right. So make sure you fill out this entire document. I'm gonna be linking it in the course as well. And yeah, man, that's how you can find your ideal niche. All right. Now let's go on to your ICP. This is probably one of the biggest things. If you know your ICP very well, it's way easier to come up with video ideas, to create videos that align with your ICP, to talk to your ICP in a way that resonates with them, to make programs, to make courses, whatever it is. Finding your ICP is the best thing you need, okay? And make sure it's specific. So my ICP is, I help beginner coaches between the age of 16 to 30 get their first few clients within 100 days. That's more also my offer. But also make sure the demographics are right. So make sure you have demographics like only in first world countries, between the age of 16 to 30. What else? Male, something like that. Make sure it's really specific, and therefore you can create content around it. And once you've done this, once you know your ICP, it's in the bag, man. It's in the bag. You can easily resonate with your audience, and that's the best thing a a creator, someone that has a personal brand, can do. All right. So just know who you're talking to. Know who exactly is behind the screen. I came from Hamza Ahmed. We probably all know this guy, right? Hamza was really good in talking towards me. Like every time with his video, he talked directly to me. It felt like he talked directly to me. That was because he knew what his ICP was very well. He knew, okay, this guy is currently in the gym for 2 years. He probably stayed the same for a year straight with his body, and then you elaborate on a topic how to actually get more gains in the gym, right? Because I've noticed, bro, like my gym gains has been a bit like flatlined lately, and he immediately knew that for some reason, bro. He knows his ICP very well. That's amazing, bro. All right, then we also have an ICP document that I wanted to fill out as well. So yeah, what are 5 pain points of the type of person? This is what you do after you've identified your niche. Then 5 problems that those pains associated with. So problems create pains. All right. What are the 5 desires of this person? Make sure you add in the age, the gender, what he's currently busy with. Maybe he has a 9 to 5 internship. Maybe he still goes to school. What are his interests? What are the qualities that he has? Is he good in this? Is he good in that? Actually, um, I could make it better a bit, but I guess you could fill in this one over here. It's no biggie. All right. Transformation, current state to desired. Okay. So this is where you're going to make sure that you write up their current state. So where are they right now? The more specific you are, the more you can clearly define uh, your ICP, obviously. So what you want to do, you want to make sure you write up completely what where he is right now, and what is stopping him from getting there, and what the desired state is. So for instance, for me, it could be, this guy has been into business for 1 year straight. He has not signed his first client yet. Um, and he hates it being there. He needs to make his first money online, this and that. The problem that's stopping him from getting there is he does have the right knowledge. He just doesn't know how to implement it, and he is a bit overwhelmed by all the knowledge that he has, this and that. He just wants to sign his first few clients, with a clear structure, clear funnels, etc., etc. That's like something you could do. All right. And how can you help this to make this transformation a reality? So what can you do in order to, yeah, to help make this transformation? What can you solve to their problem? That's something you can do. And what is their present pain and what are their problems? So what is the current state? It's a bit as this, but then more in depth. All right. And what are the gains? So what is the desired state? For me, it could be signing their first client. What stops them from escaping their current state and getting to their desired state? What assumptions are they making that are keeping them stuck? This is also because we also have a module. I think it's one of the last ones about mindset. Make sure you also implement that. All right. So, what assumptions are they making that keeping them stuck? What don't they like about observable? Blah blah blah. You get the point. Okay. So this is a very good document to find out exactly what your ICP needs and what who he is. And therefore once you've done, like I mentioned here, once done, you win. All right. So that's the whole ICP part. Please fill this shit out because once you've got it, man, it's in the bag. Okay. Then we're going to craft your offer. Make sure you have a promise and a guarantee. So I'll get you this in 90 days. If not, I will make sure I refund you 100%, something like that. Um, Make sure you mention the desired state and the desired outcome, right? So you say, I will help you. Um, I will get you through this program to get you to the dream body you've always dreamt of. Something in that range, right? You want to make sure you mention the desired outcome because people don't care about what you will do. They just care about how you will get them there, okay? And not the steps in between. They just care about the transformation more than the things, the practical stuff, the logical stuff that you will run them through, all right? Make sure you have a bold claim. Personal reason, let me think about this one. I think I meant with this when writing it up, that I meant they need to have a personal reason. You need to elaborate on the personal reason, that they like. What is the reason, and you can implement it in their offer, in your offer, and you can sort of craft it towards a certain person. What is the personal reason that they need this desired? How do you say the desired outcome? Things like that. I think we also elaborate on this in a document. So you can also make a cool name. So for instance, the coaching protocol or like the first client protocol, or like for me, it's like for my paid clients, I have the SWTS framework, things like that. And make sure there's a time. So you can also create contracts to actually have it on paper that you guys are working together because that's very important. So like a time of I will help you get to desired state in X amount of days. Focus on delivery, polarize, pricing, and here's offer worksheet. All right. So make sure you polarize who can you not help. Okay, that's really important to exclude some people. So this could be people from India. This could be people who are above 50 or things like that. And the pricing, just do it. Do value-based pricing. So how much can you actually give, as in value, and therefore you want to make sure you get the pricing right. All right. This is a very long sheet. Okay, this is a very long worksheet. Let me actually delete this one again. So this is 10 pages, or 9 pages actually. Okay, so the first one is define the outcome. What is the big promise you intend on keeping? Like, what is the bold claim? And this is where you're going to be, yeah, the outcome that you promise that may be their desired situation. All right, so you want to make sure here is what you elaborate on, making sure, how do you say this? Making sure that you show what the desired outcome is and have some questions. I want you to fill all these questions out. Then the conclusion, you're gonna have the bold claim. So this could be like, I help coaches. Yeah, sorry, my writing is not that bad. Coaches and owners. Okay, you get the point. So it could be, I help coaches and community owners get their first few clients within 100 days, leveraging my first client protocol, something like that. All right. Then you want to define a time frame. So how long does it actually take? This and that. Establish methodology. So what steps, instructions do they need to do in order to actually make it a reality? So what do they need to do? Do they need to post content? Do they need to post on school? Do they need to do this? Do they need to do that? And for you, it could be filling out this fucking sheet. Okay, that's what you need to do in order to achieve the desired outcome, to get the first client, bro. Okay, so yeah, then we have polarizing a bit, making sure you actually get the most important things. You list them, all right. And then here is, it has to be fucking clear, all right. If I don't understand, if a 10-year-old doesn't understand it, it's not gonna work. Create factors of value. These are some examples, and then list a few things down below. All right, so make sure you, yeah, just read through all of this, answer the questions. Okay, this is where you're going to be with problems, with obstacles, desired outcomes. Reverse grid, so this is where you have to guarantee. This could be, if you don't get to desired state, I will help with you for free, whatever, whatever. And then you have the yes and no questions, just answer yes, no, whatever it is. Position risk review, polarize, who can't you help, who is the desired outcome not for. Ultimatum, the best case, what happens if they actually, what's the best case scenario when they follow your protocol? Well, they sign their first few clients, all right, that's for me. And the worst case is they don't do it, but I will still help them for free, things like that. Okay, packaging. All right, so we have, let me see, what are you actually selling? You're selling the answer have to be before answer as you should have. Okay. Yeah, just fill in all these things. All right, this is where you're going to be defining your pricing as well. This is a very good sheet. Okay, a very good sheet. I really wanted to fill this one out. I'm linking it above as well in the course, or down below in the course, whatever, wherever you see it. All right, fill in all the sheets. I'll review them for you, or book a call with me, or DM me on Instagram or school. All right, then I can like review them. We can go over them. We can fine tune a few things, and yeah, that's it, boys. That's it. So this is like the whole course. I need you to take action on this, otherwise you're not gonna succeed. Okay? I cannot help you if you don't take any action, and I cannot force you to take action. Like that. That's just shit. That's just the honest truth. But I can make sure that you are going to take action by simply saying, okay, you're not gonna get the first client if you don't do exactly as I say. Okay, so I want you to fill in the sheets, send them over to me on school, and I will review them for you. And if you want, we can even hop on a call to talk about this more. All right, to see what you can fine tune, how to actually craft your offer and create your niche and your ICP in a way that actually is going to make sense, and therefore you can start creating the content right away. All right, that's it, boys. Hope this was a good one, and I'll see you in the next module. Yo, what is up, boys? All right, so I'm gonna be showing you how you can set up your socials, your Instagram, YouTube, school. All right, so why do we want to set up our socials in a way that, yeah, why do we want to set it up? So we want to make sure that we set it up in a way that we express authority and show that people, that we are the experts. All right, because a funny example that I recently gave in one of my latest group calls, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I basically said, if if I were to wear a white long lab coat with the thing around my neck, the things you put in your ears and put you place on someone's chest, you would probably think, oh damn, that guy's a doctor. And now the unconscious thought of seeing a doctor means this guy is an expert in his field and he can help me fix my broken leg. All right, so we want to make sure, by setting up our socials in the right way, we want to make sure that we show ourselves as an expert. We want to make sure we show ourselves as the expert that is actually there to solve the problems. All right, so that is the whole part of setting up your socials. Okay. Okay, then we actually gotta exit the screen again. Let me go to my Instagram and I'll explain why I have this and what it doesn't do. So the first thing you can do is get a blue tick. I haven't got that myself, but I will get that soon. And then basically, followers are just one of the most important things. You can buy some. The more followers you have, the more credibility you have, like unconsciously in the minds of people, and have like a good profile picture. As you could see here, I had another profile picture before I literally changed it yesterday. Um, but this is a good profile picture because it shows that I look professional, you know. I look really professional also in the posts. I look just like an authority figure, you know, someone who's dedicated, someone who expresses confidence, this and that, you know. Like this, the post I made 12 hours ago. Like, look at this, man. Like, showing the dedication, show that you are the man. Okay, that's how we want to position ourselves. So for the name, just keep it simple, literally your own name. Then we have entrepreneur. This like I think this is a when you have a business account, I think you can add something like this in. But then you want to make sure what you do. All right. You want to make sure what you exactly do, so people know. Okay, this guy does this, and then you want to make sure you have some social proof. I mean, sort of social proof. You basically want to show what you've done for other people with the offer. So these two resonate with each other. And then you also want to have a CTA for your one-on-one mentorship. And then we have a free training. This is something in order to nurture your audience even more in a way that they are going to be watching your videos, you know. They also make them aware that you have a YouTube channel, and therefore you can nurture them, warm them up, make them trust you, all right? So we want to have the CTA, and you want to have a free training video and explain what the training is about. And then you have like the video up there, you know, that I can click. Then we basically have story highlights. This is very important. So life is just me. I think just vibing, having some quotes up there, showing a bit more dedication, seeing that I work on myself as well, seeing that I make money a bit, this and that, having some cool stuff here. Okay, some nice quotes, doing this, and then you have the clients part. This is where you have all your testimonials. You can even have more uh, win sections like this, but this is like literally all the testimonials. As you can see, I need to have some more, but bro, my client Kasparos just closed a 1K deal literally yesterday, so that's something cool. And then you have like value, just spinning some nice value. Um, this is optional. You could do this. Does not It's not really necessary. You could rather have more win tabs. So win, 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 bam, bam, bam. Show all the wins that people had. And then like the post, like as you can see, they're very clean. They're not too flashy though. Obviously, we for the post we want to make sure we show our lifestyle. We want to make sure we show our lifestyle, how we live, what we do, this and that. So here you see I work out. You see I was traveling a little bit, having some nice pictures, showing the lifestyle. And here again, bit of the nice pictures, lifestyle, etc., etc. Again, just some nice pictures, you know. And here where you sign a contract, this is for me when I signed my business. And then also like a big investment I made for the ecom business I had lately. And then just like some other people being a sort of influential figure. Now most people will say that this is me, this is not me. I'm actually sitting right here. But yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool. So make sure you position yourself as the authority figure. And for the reels part, make sure you actually delete the reels from your main grid, so from the post grid, and only have like a separate reels grid. As you can see, all these reels are not on my main profile. Okay, on my posting part. Yeah, save doesn't really matter. But yeah, this is basically how you set up your socials. You know, how you set up your Instagram, so you show authority figure. All right. Then we have YouTube. Let me go to my channel real quick. Um, Pause that one. So this is basically you have a nice banner, what you do. Then again here, what you do. Then you have a few links. This is like my free lead magnet. Then we have a Calendly link for you to book a call if you want to work one-on-one with me. And then Instagram to nurture them, because if they go to Instagram, they will also see my stories. You know, they'll see, okay, this guy has some testimonials. This guy has this guy has that. And yeah, that's just like for the bio. Obviously, I have to change this picture around, by the way. That does not really matter at the moment. Um, then here you just want to have a free course, a long video that they can immediately watch. And then for the thumbnails, I'm currently building on thumbnails. Just make sure you place yourself as an authority figure, make it cool, make it nice, make it look cool. Just testing out a little bit at the moment. But yeah, just make sure you position yourself as an authority figure. All right. Um, so let's see. This was a call recording. Then you have this. So my links don't work yet because I have to build up a channel history. But I have like some links and also some SEO stuff. So this is where you have SEO stuff, so people can actually search up these keywords and find you as well. You have a work one-on-one with me, and the Instagram link again, and a little bit about yourself. All right. Okay. So that's basically what we do. And yeah, that's it for the YouTube part, man. It's really simple. Just make sure with everything you place yourself as an authority figure. Okay? That's like the most important part of YouTube and Instagram. And then we have school. School depends is not really that necessary, but make sure you also have like a cool clean profile picture. This looks very clean, by the way. Have the community up here. Hide most of the communities that you're in, and yeah, we're gonna get into that later. Make sure you're consistent with the activity, so people see, okay, this guy is dedicated and consistent. I want to work with him. And for the biography, you can have like a call to action to your free school community. And for the links, Instagram and YouTube, not more, not the call link, because that's what most people do, but that's not good. And yeah, for the communities, have your own community up here, obviously, and have like 2 or 3 communities that you are in up there, so you're not a bot. Make sure they're like paid or like some type of credibility. And as you can see here, I do am in a lot of communities. I just don't show them on my profile, right? Because the reason for that is otherwise people will see that you're a bot, you're this, you're that. Okay. So yeah, boys, that's it for the whole part of setting up your socials in the right way. Then I also created a free checklist so you can see, okay, what have we actually done? So for Instagram, you want to make sure you go over these checks. All right. Yeah, this is also what I mentioned before. Like, think about it every time. See a man lab jacket with a heartbeat measure thing around his neck. We all kind of, oh, this guy's a doctor, so he's an expert, and he can fix my leg. That's how we want to position ourselves. Okay. So make sure you go over this checklist and see if you've done everything, and make sure you follow through this video as well. Follow the action steps that I gave you. And yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. You will need to place yourself as the authority figure if you truly want to make sure that people trust you. All right. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, set up your socials in a way that you express the authority. All right. And yeah, I'll see you in the next module, boys. Alright. How do we build status and social approval? This is one of the most important parts as a coach. Also, like for the part of word of mouth and that kind of stuff. We want people to trust us. Therefore, we need to build some status. All right. So the first part is dedication, and this is cool. Okay, this is cool. You can be very dedicated on yourself. Okay, but what I always tell people, you need to make sure you also reflect the dedication towards the other person. And how can you do this? This is by making sure you help them for free, give a lot of free value, show that you truly care about these people. Just make sure that you reflect your dedication in a way that they will start trusting you. So make sure you actually, yeah, just ensure that you truly care about people. Like, that's the best thing you can do in order to make people like you for you. All right. That's like the main thing when it comes down to dedication. All right. The next one, put some effort into these people. Like I mentioned before, I think is like when you put so much effort into someone, people will automatically sort of feel that you are going to sell to them. But it's also, if you don't sell to them, I mean, eventually you are going to, like, trust me, man. But if you don't sell to them immediately and don't make it obvious that you actually want to sell, they will see, damn, this guy is really good, bro. I fucking love this guy. And what we need is not this business human connection. We need a human human connection, because people buy from people, and we want to make sure that people actually like us for us, all right, and not for our service that we deliver to these people, all right. And therefore, if you put in some effort, if you show that you're dedicated enough to actually help this motherfucker out, it is going to be way better for you, man. Because if you really care about people, if you really put in the effort, it will all come down to just you selling to them eventually. But because you've gave so much stuff for free, because you've helped them out so much, it's literally easy. Like yesterday, the 3rd of July, my client Kasparos, he closed a 1K deal. Alright, first of all, I referred that guy to Kasparas, but the second thing was this guy to already wanted to invest in him. That's like one thing, but he also saw that on his socials, on whatever it was, that he is a dedicated motherfucker and he actually puts effort into people. Alright, and that's what we want to do. We want to make sure we show our dedication, we reflect our dedication to the other person, and actually put some effort into these guys. All right. And this is the most important part, which I elaborated on it a bit as well, is just care about them. Like, if you truly show that you care about people, if you truly show that I want to help you, like literally have it on your forehead, something like that, like I want to help you for free. If you truly do that, people will love you, all right? And the whole point of okay, I don't have it in here. The whole point of building status and social approval is by getting word of mouth traffic and making sure that people are going to talk to you in a good way. All right, because people talk behind our backs every single day. All right, we don't notice it obviously because it's behind our backs, but we want to make sure that it's good word of mouth, that it's good talking behind our backs. So not the bad things. Oh, this guy didn't do this, or this guy didn't deliver to his client. This and that. We want to make sure that the word of mouth traffic is going to be really valuable for us in a way that they are going to refer and have good word of mouth about us. All right, and therefore, if you just show that you're dedicated, put some effort into people, and actually care about getting them the results, it is going to be way better for you eventually. Because all these things, all these building status and social approval, all comes down to how your word of mouth traffic is going to be eventually. Alright? So if you just do this, you will be better, okay? Another cool thing, we have another module about like social, setting up your social channels. Alright? Like the funny thing is, if you show that you have aura, if you show that you are the guy they need to go to in order to actually solve this problem, then it's gonna be cool, right? So this way, I had a cool idea to mention this. Let me give me a second. Yeah, so for the social setting up your social part, like I mentioned before, you want to express that you are the expert, right? You want to express to these guys, damn, this guy really knows what he's talking about. He truly also shows that he knows what he's talking about. He has the results, this and that. You want to make sure that these guys are going to see your aura, and then your aura reflects on others. And I know like this thing is a meme, I think. I'm not on social media for that kind of sense when it comes down to scrolling and consuming media. But I do know that aura is a thing. It has been over memed recently, I would say, but it's a thing that people will sort of people can see, can feel, can hear, ca- just can feel how who you are through pictures or through anything else. All right. So when you actually express that you are the dedicated motherfucker, like I gave this example recently of if I were to wear a white lab coat, right, with like the thing around my neck that you put into your ears and on a patient's his chest to measure his heartbeat, you would probably think, and unconsciously you would see, oh, this guy's a doctor. And what does that do unconsciously? Because we've been trained this by in childhood, all right. So what this does unconsciously, it will make us think, oh damn, that guy is a doctor, that guy is an expert, so he can help me out with fixing my broken leg. All right, and we want to make sure we position ourselves and make our aura literally feel like this. So we want to make sure that we position ourselves in a way, we talk in a way, we make these guys feel in a way that we actually know what the fuck we're talking about. And it's not just about how you talk, it's also about how you look, alright? Because if you look like a fucking guy with a dumbass hoodie on his fucking head, whatever, like talking some shit, yeah, you gotta do this. Yeah, no, also this. No one is going to feel your aura in a way that they trust you and also not think that you're the expert. If you just dress nicely, if you just make sure that you actually reflect yeah, some positive energy towards the other person, if you make sure you reflect your aura and position yourself as the authority figure, it is going to be way better because then people will actually approve you more. Alright? Because I could have recorded this entire course with me literally with my morning hair, how it would look. I literally showered before this course because I want to look nice, alright? I want to express my own authority figure. And that's true, man. That's fucking true. Okay? Like I literally done that. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like I want to make sure I look good so you guys actually trust me and approve me of me helping you, okay? And this is like a bro, this is like such a good thing. If you don't take care of yourself, how the fuck are you going to take care of others? Right? If you don't take care, wait, let me actually make my screen full. If you literally don't take care of yourself, if you don't have your hair a bit nice, if you don't wear like a nice little polo, if you don't go to the gym, if you're like a fat fuck, how the fuck will people think that you can take care of them if you cannot even take care of yourself? Okay? That's the main thing, man. If you can create the best pictures ever. If people see that you're fat and that you have like don't have the good pictures up on social media, people will automatically think this motherfucker cannot even take care of himself. Why the fuck would he take care of me? Right? Like it's sad, but that's literally it. Like we always say, "Oh, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't do this. Don't do that." But we do it unconsciously, and there's nothing we can do against it. So you better present yourself as a person who is the authority figure, who actually knows what the fuck he's talking about, and position yourself nice. And bro, when I sit like this, bro, you can see how fucking jacked I am, right? And that's how you want to position yourself. And it's not even about the fact that you need to work out. You just need to show that you actually are able and capable of taking care of yourself. And that is going to reflect to them. Because, bro, if you're just fat, if you're not the guy who actually shows that he can take care of himself, no, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, like, people are not going to trust you simply because of this. Oh, don't judge a book by its cover. No, we shouldn't. But we do it unconsciously, and there's nothing that stops us from not doing it. Alright? Like, if I were to see a fat guy, I automatically think, okay, this guy's lazy. And, bro, it might not even be true. Maybe this guy's been in the gym for a year, and he's actually healthy. But it's like, we cannot do anything about it. So, we better present ourselves in the best way possible and make sure people see us as the guy that can actually help them, right? Like it's a sad reality that we live in, but we cannot do anything about it. Okay, so make sure your aura is you express some aura. You express that you are able to take care of people, that you are the expert, that you are the guy that can help others. All right, because unconscious mind, bro. Also with the fucking limiting beliefs, man. We have a module for that coming up. Like, it's crazy, man. We cannot do anything about it. So you better make sure position yourself as the right person. Damn. Let me take a sip of my water, bro. Alright, alright. Last one. And this is good. This is very good. Make fucking jokes. Make sure you make people smile. Alright? Maybe I didn't do this in this fucking calls module. But I recently was on a call. I have had multiple calls with this guy actually. And I try to make jokes in between because that's just how I am. I want to make sure it's not as serious, like, oh, you need to do this. No, not this. And like I made jokes in between. This guy didn't show a fucking smile, okay? And it was also about like the fact, give me a second. It was also about the fact that didn't even he didn't even smile or anything like that. Like I told him, yeah, that's cool, man. I mean, we don't sell to Indian people or like whatever it is, man. Whatever it is, like just put a smile on your face, man. Like literally, when you walk up to someone, just make sure, bro. I'm gonna stand up for this. Make sure you walk up to him. Oh, what's up, my man? And literally have a smile, alright, bro. Like that's the main thing, bro. If you don't make people laugh, if you don't show that you're a happy guy as well, then how would they be happy with your results in some kind of way? Like just smiling, making jokes is such a small tweak to actually making sure that, yeah, like everything is gonna go right? You want to make sure that you just put up a smile on your face. Just make jokes with these guys. Make sure you resonate with these guys. Make sure you build that connection. You build a connection with people so they actually can give you good word of mouth. All right, like making jokes is such a small thing, but most people oversee it and most people think, oh, it's not really necessary, this and that. Well, maybe it isn't, but it's still, bro, like, come on. If you don't make jokes, if you don't smile, and people only see you as a guy who's serious and talks about business all the time, it's like, how can you make a personal connection with this guy? Because, like I mentioned before, and probably in earlier modules as well, people buy from people, all right? And we want to make sure we have the best we are the best fucking people. We are the best people that they can talk to. We want to make sure people like us, like to talk to us. They need to like to talk to us, all right? So that's what I would do, man. Make sure you make some jokes in between, like, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. Like, make sure you just be a funny guy. Make sure you literally be yourself, make some jokes, smile a little bit, and that's the thing, man. It is very simple, but just one single tweak can actually change the entire perspective someone has of you. Because, like I mentioned, man, like this guy, he didn't put up a smile in the entire 2, 3 calls that I had with him, right? Every time I felt like I was being pitched, every time I felt like I couldn't be smiling, couldn't be laughing with this guy, alright? And that is just so fucking annoying. Like, trust me, man, every time you hop on a call with me, and you can see it in the call recordings I post as well, I laugh all the fucking time. I laugh all the fucking time because that's who I am, and that's also just to sort of get out of the formally state of, okay, we're actually doing business here, right? Like, literally, it's so simple, but make sure you do this, man. Therefore, you are going to build status, okay? So being dedicated, showing effort, caring about people, make sure you position yourself in the right way, that you express aura and make jokes, are going to make sure that you build status, build social approval amongst others, and therefore get word of fucking mouth, okay? Because that's what we all want, man. Word of mouth traffic is the best traffic because these people don't need to be warmed up anymore because other people did it for us, alright? So, yeah, boys, that's the building status and social approval part. Let's go to the next module, alright? Adios. Yo, boys, alright, another module, getting leads. Now, this is very interesting because we cannot run a business if we don't have leads, okay? This module is going to be how to get your leads, where to get your leads from, etc. etc. Alright, so first we need awareness, okay? But how do we generate awareness? Easy, keep showing up. Keep showing up on your YouTube channel, keep showing up on your Instagram, keep showing up on school, keep showing up on LinkedIn, keep showing up on TikTok, keep showing up on fucking Twitter, Pinterest, what the fuck, man? Everywhere. Keep showing up. It's what the motivational videos tell you, alright? But yeah, but why do we actually need to keep showing up? It is simple, and these are the main reasons. It shows that you're dedicated. It makes sure people trust you because they see you're dedicated and you are consistent with the stuff, and therefore it reflects to them, alright? And you do what you teach. So let me elaborate a bit more. Dedication. If you keep showing up, people will see that you're dedicated to showing up yourself. Okay, people will see that you dedicate. Yeah, you're actually dedicated, all right? And then that builds trust. And it's also, I forgot to add that one in on a different point, but also your consistency. If people see that you're consistent, if you actually do what you teach as well. So if you say you need to keep posting on YouTube and you do it yourself as well, trust, bomb. And you want to make sure that dedication, the consistency reflects onto others. So make sure you actually show these guys that you do what you do, okay? Do what you teach, okay? So yeah, these are the main reasons. And now we can start getting leads from different platforms, from YouTube, from school, from Instagram, from LinkedIn, from TikTok, okay? And we have more platforms, but these are the main things. And when we get leads from here, we are going to funnel them down into our free school community, okay? And from our free school community as coaches, funnel them to our paid coaching, okay? Easy, exactly what I'm doing right here. Not hiding this behind my back, okay? So, on YouTube, alright? This is gonna be a long module, boys. Sit back, relax, take some notes, okay? So, YouTube, we have long form and short form content. Long form videos are more for the long term game. We want to build up our channel. We want to build up a lot of videos on there. We want to make sure that people actually are able to watch our content, okay? And therefore, it's a long term game. The longer you post on YouTube, the more you post on YouTube, eventually you'll get to the point where people will start binge watching your content, okay? That's the main thing. YouTube is not going to get you some quick leads, okay? I mean, for shorts it could, but it's not going to get you quick leads from the long form videos. It takes time to nurture people, alright? Make sure you post on there 3 to 7 times a week. I currently am doing the daily fucking post. I have long form videos scheduled for the next 2 weeks, alright? Being dedicated on that as well. And you can leverage this shit everywhere. You can post YouTube videos in course modules on school. You can share this stuff to high ICP leads to warm them up. You can make posts about it and add CTAs to your Instagram stories linking this YouTube video. You can leverage YouTube for so many things, and that's the awesome part, alright? And it builds trust. When people see that you post on YouTube, it's like, okay, they resonate you with the big guys on YouTube as well, and therefore they trust you, okay? And you can leverage it in the DMs, like I told you before. Evergreen, you can send it over everywhere, man. So that's awesome, alright? And it's good to warm people up. You want to make sure you warm people up by, yeah, getting the long form videos in there and showing them the value and show that you actually want to help them. And therefore, if you cannot, if it takes like too long to explain a certain thing, you can always like send over a video where you explain the certain thing, okay? And therefore it's just way easier to nurture these guys, and they're now also aware that you have a YouTube channel where you explain more about these things, all right? And you get way higher quality leads from YouTube because these guys have been nurtured, these guys have been warmed up by your content. You don't have to warm them up anymore. And if they watch your content, and especially if they binge watch your content, it's so easy to sell to them because they're really high quality and they're already interested in the service that you sell. Apart from like cold DMs, people are not interested in the service you sell yet, and you have to convince them. YouTube, you don't have to do any type of convincing. All right, that's the most amazing part. And yeah, like I told you, man, it's easy to sell to these guys because these guys are already convinced. They already trust you. They already see, okay, we can trust this guy, and they're already warmed up. All right. For the shorts, it's about the quick views, getting quick awareness. Poor leads though, like the leads are not that warmed up around there, and it's just to grow the channel, get some more subscribers, get some more authority. All right, that's like the main part with shorts. They're not here to get you a lot of good leads. All right, I'm gonna be honest, but it's just like growing the channel, getting some more subscribers in there. Okay, so that's the main thing. Then we have Instagram. Now this is interesting. All right. Alright, so Instagram, we have three main pillars. We have the post, we have the reels, and the stories. If you want to know how to build status and actually set up your socials in a way that you express these things better, make sure you watch a different module. I think it's called Setting Up Your Socials, something in that range, alright? So you actually show why we do this and what we do, okay? For the post, you want to express your lifestyle. You want to showcase these people that you live the lifestyle that you do, alright? Therefore, build trust. And you place yourself as the authority figure. When they see, okay, this guy actually has the cool lifestyle, he's traveling a bit, he's meeting up with guys. People love when they see cool stuff. That's also the reason why I was doing dropshipping before, because I got the shiny object syndrome about the fact that all these guys had Lamborghinis, yachts, this and that. So I thought, damn, that's cool. I need to get into this, and then I bought a 3.5k course, made 10k, lost 10k, bomb, just like that. Okay. So you want to make sure you place yourself as an authority figure and showcase your lifestyle that you're living. Okay, that builds trust. That makes sure these people can see, oh damn, this guy is living the life, and he actually knows what he's talking about. Okay, then position yourself as an expert. So what we also do, we want to make sure we set up the profiles in a way that we position yourself as an expert. So literally, if you're a doctor, make sure you wear a lab coat or something, to position yourself as an expert. Okay, and that's what you do with posts. You want to make sure you position yourself as the expert and the authority figure, and sort of showcase the desired outcome. So showcase that you're traveling because you have an online business. Showcase that you're laughing because you have an online business. Things like that, alright? And then for the reels, these are to create awareness, to give a lot of value and nurture the audience. Show that you're dedicated by actually posting consistently and actually sharing so much value that these guys just, yeah, love you, alright? Grow the profile to get some more followers, some more likes, some more social approval as well. Brainwash these people. When you keep showing up this and that, you will be brainwashing people by your beliefs. And unconsciously, when people watch your content, it's like also for the YouTube part, they will be more likely to shift into your beliefs, in what you believe, in what you value. All right, and therefore it's easy to sell to them because now they think the same way you do. All right, that's what I mean with brainwashing these people. All right, so show that you're an authority figure by actually showing that you know what you're talking about. So that's like the main thing. All right, show that you actually give value in these reels and actually showcase that you also have the results. So make sure you show some results and mention results in the reels as well. All right, that's how you build authority. And then the stories, we have story sequences for this. Okay, showcase client results so you actually see, so actually people can see, oh damn, this guy actually knows what he's talking about and other people are winning because of this guy. Okay, unconsciously they will be thinking, fuck, this guy really knows what he's talking about. And I'm gonna be honest, you're not gonna see results from the sequences soon, like ASAP. But if people keep seeing that you win and your clients win as well, eventually they come towards you. Right, show some personal results as well, things you do, lifestyle as well. Yeah, like I mentioned, messaging. Make sure you have the right messaging up front in order to like give some value in the story sequence as well. So literally, if you showcase a client result, I'm gonna get in the story sequence really soon. By the way, after this one. But if you have like the story sequence with the client results, you can do the messaging on how we exactly got this result. You can give some value, etc., etc. All right, and it's for the long-term game. Like I mentioned before, don't expect to see quick results from the story sequence. Okay, like you need to nurture these people. These people need to keep seeing your content, keep brainwashing them, and eventually, bro, they will reach out to you. Oh, bro, I've been seeing you around story sequences, this and that. Insane, bro, insane. And be consistent. Make sure you make at least 5 to 7 stories every single day. Okay, so people you keep staying in the picture, and people are getting tired of you. That's the part we want to see, man. And also consistency. That's going to reflect our dedication, reflect our consistency onto others to see. Okay, damn, this guy is really consistent with this stuff, so he must be a really good guy. Like people like when people are dedicated to themselves and also helping other people's. So yeah, 3 to 5 stories a day. Now we're gonna get into the 100 million, no, 100K a month story sequence strategy. Okay, now this is really valuable. All right, so 3 to 5 times stories a day. I mentioned 5 to 7. That's optional. 3 to 5 is minimum. All right. So this is the entire story sequence. This is literally what I mean with everything I just mentioned. All right. So this is literally an example of a story sequence. Okay. So what you could do, 2 weeks after launching my coaching offer, you show the results that you actually got from it. All right, you show that yeah you got some results because of the coaching offer, and make sure you add a time frame so people actually see, damn, this guy actually got his thing off the ground really quick. And then I'll keep this up. You'll see why. And then like peak curiosity, like you'll see why. What to see why. Fuck hard selling and purposeless selling. All you need is help people for free, get word of mouth traffic, close. Tell me about anything that works better than that. So basically, also show what you do and how you actually manage to get the results. Right? This is the messaging part. Like I told you, this is the messaging where you're going to see how you actually got it in an unconscious way. Because this is pretty unconscious. I literally don't say you need to do this. I say all you need is, and therefore like mentioning all I needed was helping people for free, get word of mouth traffic, and close them. Okay, tell me anything. Like this is what gets people to think. Oh, yeah, actually makes sense. Cool, man. And then another after that one, you say hard selling is so damn stupid nowadays. Just build trust, and then you showcase again a result of yourself, and the sales will flow in. All right. And then after that, you showcase what clients actually get. All right. So yeah, basically like showcase clients are always winning because of this. As I forgot to add the because of this. Every time I get a notification on WhatsApp, I know my clients are winning. That's something you could do. Few will understand how much money the building trust part makes us, and then showcase another result, and then always make money and keep learning. Then basically like have a personal result messaging, like showcase a bit of lifestyle as well. This is literally this story sequence is printing money for other people. All right, this is literally one of the story sequence. And now let me go to my Instagram. Um, to my Instagram to showcase my recent story sequence. Okay, let me showcase that to you. So this one not. Okay, so this is like me recording some stuff. Then we have this one, alright? My client literally just closed a 1K deal. Easy when you have the right framework in place. Show the results, show the proof. It's all about having the right strategies and the right framework in place to actually get these results. Okay? Then another one, what he did. So explaining, giving value, what he did is he leveraged trust and connection building over hard selling. Okay? This way, he was able to warm the leads up and eventually easily sell to them like a hot knife through butter. Funny thing, make it funny, okay? And then this guy needed to make some money ASAP, and therefore he actually put in the effort and grinded his ass off. You can have the right systems in place, so sort of contradicting what I said earlier to make it a bit more controversial. You can have the right systems in place, the right frameworks, and the right strategies. But if you don't take any action, nothing will happen. All right. He had sleepless nights. He was afraid that it wouldn't work. I made a spelling mistake here. But he kept believing and kept working insanely hard. So literally show what is needed in order to get these results. And then basically like proud of you, Kasparas. This is like my recent story sequence, and I do this every single day. A story sequence like this. And bro, look how clean my profile looks, by the way, bro. Alright, like that is the story sequence part. The full screen again. So yeah, story sequences work perfectly to nurture your audience and actually showcase what you do. All right. So that's what I want you to do. And then this like a story sequence, yeah, sort of framework. Monday you're gonna show client results. Is where you have the lifestyle, poll Q&A, client results, lifestyle, poll Q&A, and hard CTA to your mentorship or your free school community. All right. This is just an example of what you could do every single day for as in story sequences. Then we're gonna get leads from school. Okay, that was the whole Instagram part. Hope that was valuable. Obviously it was. All right, Instagram. Now we can start getting leads from school. Okay, posts and comments. Post. I make long guides. I make sure they are refined to the culture of the community itself. I make looms that are attached to these long guides. You've probably seen me around on school. Okay, you've probably seen me around on school. Let me actually showcase what exactly I mean. Okay, so let's see in my own community. Let's see. Um, this one. All right. This is literally the post that I'm doubling down on at the moment. Doubling down on this type of post. Full guide, purpose, same introduction. Make sure the same introduction. It's like TV shows, right? So back in the day, we used to watch SpongeBob. We used to watch other bullshit TV shows. And if you truly believe, see like what did they do in order to keep us watching, was they made sure that they had the same intro, the same ending, the same structure, the same this, the same that, and therefore we could binge watch their content all the time. And it also made sure if we hear a certain like intro song, it made sure that we immediately resonated with we immediately unconsciously thought, oh damn, this is the series that I used to watch back in the day, or like that I'm watching. When you hear the intro of like Friends or whatever it is, I don't even know. But if you hear a certain intro, you resonate with that certain thing, and that's what you do with posts as well, man. If you have the same structure, the same intro, the same sort of intro song, and make sure everything's the same and the same loom, that kind of stuff, people will see this and actually resonate with your post even more. All right, so that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that people like can binge watch our posts for the sake of it. Okay, so make sure align with the community culture. So what I do, I make long guides, attach loom to it, but I also make sure I post based on the top posts, as you can see here, top post based. All right, so what I do is I filter out a community and filter out from top. So what post got the most amount of engagement, I literally copy it one on one and adjust it to my benefit. Okay, that's something I do when I don't post the long guides. And posting, I was really consistent at the start. Added images, own language. Okay. I thought I had something else up there, but I was consistent at the start to climb the leaderboard and actually build authority in the communities itself. Because if you were to join a random business community at the moment, I would probably be on the leaderboard. No bullshit. Okay, and that's because I was really consistent at the start with posting a lot, doing this a lot, all those kind of things. So yeah, that's a bit of the strategy. Then attach images so people can actually resonate with what you're saying, and use your own language. This is very important. The guides, I write them on my own, not leveraging ChatGPT, and I literally write as I would say it. I mean, I do leverage ChatGPT. Let me actually show you what I do. Okay, and this is secret sauce, man. Write this shit up. Write this shit up. Okay, we go to ChatGPT. We go to ChatGPT. We have the microphone function around here. And basically, what this does is if we really want to make a long post in a short amount of time, we can say what we want to include in the text, and therefore it's going to write up everything we need, and we can copy and paste it into the post. Just wait. Bro, this is secret. This is secret sauce, okay? This is secret sauce. Don't share it with anyone besides the fucking program, bro. Don't share this. This way you can get your own language in the post, and therefore people can resonate with your thing more. They feel a connection throughout the post, because that's what the authors do nowadays when they write a book. They will actually make sure they use their own language, so you can feel a connection with the people, with the author himself. And that's what you do in order to actually build connections with text. You use your own language, because text is really hard to build connections from. But if you use your own language, people are way more likely to understand how you talk, understand how you communicate, understand how you feel, understand how you think, literally give an insight in your brain. Okay, and that's what I do, man. So yeah, that's for the long guides, and for everything else, like also the DMs and the comments. I make sure that I literally just use my own language. I say things as I would say it in person. Okay, if I were to come towards a friend, yo, what's up, my man? I write that shit up. Easy, man. Easy. Okay. For the comments, truly help people, truly give advice, valuable insights. Soft CTA. So always feel free to reach out to me. It's a CTA I use. And this is funny, when someone replies under your post, don't respond for 1 hour or to 1.5 hours or like 2 hours, because what this does is when you just posted something and someone comments 3 minutes after, the post is still at the top of the community feed, right? But it will drop down after a few hours, and then when you reply after 1 hour, it will get pushed up again and again and again. Therefore, you keep staying in the picture. It's like a secret strategy, man. Pretty good to leverage, in my opinion. Ask questions. So what this does, the admins wants some engagement in the community. So if you ask questions, you get more engagement on the post itself. Therefore, people will see, okay, this post gets a lot of engagements. Let me check what this post is all about, and people will check out your post more. Admins will like it because they see engagement, and you just get to sort of ask questions and therefore warm your leads up as well, make them trust you. Bomb, easy, man. Easy. Come on, man. All right, LinkedIn, make a post, maximum 48 hours between the posts. Not every single day, but make sure you have some time between the posts. And this is where you need to leverage copywriting skills. So get a headline that makes sure that people read further than the first sentence. Okay, that's with the Instagram part, LinkedIn part actually. This is a very good place for B2B business owners just like me. All right, to get some leads from there. Then we have TikTok. This all depends on your target audience, on your ICP. If you are at this module, you should have known what your ICP is. Okay. And yeah, make sure the high dopamine hooks are really important, and bulk blasts. So literally keep pushing out content. Okay. Keep pushing out content on TikTok, and keep showing up on TikTok as well. All right, boys. I think that settles it. I think that settles it. 65 slides, bro. Yeah, man. This is how you get leads. This is literally entire shit. And like I told you before, man, like I told you before, I literally mentioned as I would do it on my own. So everything I've just said, everything I've just shown you, I literally do it myself as well. Okay, and that's what most course people don't. Most coaches don't do this. They teach things that they don't do themselves. Okay, so make sure you take some notes. um, maybe I'll create a document as well for you to fill in. That depends on, maybe not, because it's not really, you cannot really write things down when it comes to getting leads. I mean, I could create you a tracking document where you could track the amount of work you actually put in, the amount of videos you do. Oh, by the way, um, to have like, if you're interested in having a Notion template, where it's basically a whole dashboard that I built out for you, where you can track your videos, track your posts, track your call notes, track your leads as well. If you want that, make sure to DM me on school or on Instagram, and I'll send it over to you. And to make sure it's personalized to your ideal situation, so you can actually start tracking your data. Because we also, let me see, yeah, we also had in the fundamental module, we had a part where it's about tracking data is really important. So let me know if you want that. And yeah, this is how you get leads. Yeah, feel free to reach out to me for any questions, and I'll see you in the next module, boys. Yo, what is up? This is the conversion module of the course. Decided to do a little raw video for you. So this one is going to be about how you actually convert people from the DMs to either booking calls with you or to make sure that they join your school community. All right. So let's start with the booking call part, because that one is more complicated and it's something that people, yeah, just need. We need to book calls in order to close some guys, okay, to get our first client. So the thing is that I make sure I always start off in a way that people will like me. Okay. And this is like literally what I say to everyone that I talk to recently is you want to make sure that you understand that people are here for you and not for your service. People want to build connections. Like people buy from people, and if you understand that single thing, then it's just gonna be way better. All right. So people buy from people. Keep that in mind. And what I do in order to actually convert these DMs, let me actually pull one up right now that I actually went on a call with recently. So basically, let's see. Oh yeah, I know how it started. So basically, I mentioned that, yo, what's up, my man? How are we doing? How's life going? I literally made sure I wrote it up exactly as I would say it, and therefore it was just way easier to make sure this guy felt a personal connection with me. All right, and I make sure that, yeah, I also just be a normal human, like literally ask how it's going, and not everything has to go about business. All right, so I made sure that, yeah, I just talked to him in a normal way, that he will actually like me for me and not for my service. Like otherwise, it's sort of like a gold digger situation, when someone only likes you because you have something to offer him. That's not what we want. So I managed to ask him some normal questions like, how's life going? What is this? I saw you at this, etc., etc. Just start a normal conversation. And with this guy that I actually pulled up as an example, is I actually talked to him, and I mentioned, bro, fucking love that. I would love to chat about this more, bro. Would you be down to hop on a call with me? And he mentioned, no, not right now, because I'm traveling to this, to that. And this is where I didn't say, oh, okay, man, I will reach out to you when you're back from traveling. No, I elaborated. I leveraged the traveling part. So what I did, I made sure I talked about him traveling. I literally talked, oh, sick, bro, where are you traveling to? And he said like this and that. So I said, oh, bro, fucking insane. Make sure to send me some pictures, bro. I'm curious. And then I also sent some pictures of me traveling, because I think he did like a sort of hiking traveling. So I sent pictures of me hiking. And therefore you just build a true connection, with people. And that is literally the reason why my conversion rates are 90% in the DMs. 90%, man. And that's a lot, They either join my school community or join my call, book a call, So what's the main key takeaway from this is literally build that human connection with these guys, and make sure it's not all about business. Okay, make sure you can talk about this guy with the weather. Like, people buy from people, and the reason I'm telling you this again is because obviously you could have an amazing product, amazing service, but if this guy doesn't like to talk to you, if this guy always has a sort of feeling, oh, this guy is trying to pitch me something, this and that, then you're not going to be the guy that he wants to go to talk to. You literally need a connection. You need to build a connection that strong that these people literally come towards you for the most random things. Like literally, I had a guy as well. who comes to me with like saying, "Yo, bro, I just signed a client," although he doesn't work with me, and that is simply because I built a connection with people that like that actually make sure that they can come towards me if they just want to have a normal conversation. Literally, man, like that is what it's all about. It's all about human connections and making sure you can talk with people, like as friends, people you just enjoy talking to. That is what you want, and therefore it's so easy to convert these people to booking a call, join communities. And now I don't send that much fucking DMs, but every time I do send a cold DM, I make sure that first of all it's my high ICP, so I don't waste. I'm not bulk sending like a brain dead motherfucker sending all these DMs, but I make sure that it's really fucking ICP material and that I actually truly think I can help them, but don't have the intention of hopping in the DM and basically with the intention of I want to book a call. And obviously that is in the back of my mind, but I don't make it clear. Okay, and that is scary because making it clear, you need to make sure this guy knows what to expect, and you be upfront and transparent. But eventually, I'll make it clear. It's just that I also make sure I show and I act as if I care about this person, and I really do. Not act, I really do. And those people are going to feel, okay, this guy actually genuinely cares about me, and therefore I like to talk to this man. Like that is what it's all about. All right, that is what it's all about. You want to make sure that you build such a good connection with these guys that they fucking love you for you and not only for your service. Okay, like I cannot tell you this enough, and I will probably repeat myself in the audio modules 20 million times, but it is so important. And a lot of people, you watching this fucking course module as well, are going to fucking skip this part because I think, yeah, but I already do that. No, literally focus on doing this. Don't just do it, focus on doing this because that is going to increase your conversion rates like crazy. Like crazy, man. So make sure you focus on actually establishing a good relationship with these people so you can actually start building connections and eventually convert to them, because that is what it's all about. We want like something out of a DM, obviously. Okay, so we want to make sure we build this connection. And another thing on how I actually escalate a normal conversation towards a call, this is what loads of people actually ask me, like how do you then eventually get them to your school community or get them to a call? Just ask. It's as simple as that. As soon as you have been having a little conversation with this guy, as soon as you've been making sure you've established, you build some trust, you share some documents, as soon as you've done that, you can just ask. It's as simple as that. Like people overcomplicate this part so much. You can literally just ask as soon as you have been able to establish the connection, like, and that is what it's all about. You can ask, but if you don't have the conversation prior to the part where you ask them, then it's not going to work. So you do want to make sure you have a conversation in, you have been building a connection, and therefore it's just so easy to convert. So easy. Trust me, man. And bro, it's so simple. Like literally, like a thing that you could do, like literally right now, in order to actually convert those guys, is just like when you have the connection, you can say, "Oh, bro, I fucking love that, man. I would love to talk to you more, bro. Is it okay if we hop on a fucking call? I would like to network with you, like to talk with you, like to chat with you, things like that, man. Like it's so damn easy to just convert these guys. It's just all about your intention and actually the fact that you show that you care about this person. Okay, like that is probably the main thing. Okay, and therefore, man, from that it's easy, and eventually you get them on the first call, which is when you leverage my two call strategy. It's going to be the setting call where you're going to be doing the discovery. You're going to see, oh fuck yeah, I love that. You're going to hype them up, this and that, and you just want to make sure that you warm them up in a way that they actually are going to like you. So that's for the discovery call part. And to join the community, bro, that's like the most simplest thing. Most simplest thing. And by the way, boys, I'm talking about DMs on school. So Instagram is different. It's a bit harder to convert people to your community, but not on calls. Like you literally do the same as I just told you. But to the community, it's so easy on school because people resonate with the platform. They don't really care if you like try to convert them. So yeah, just like convert them. Like literally ask if they want to join your community, or like say something that resonates with the conversation in prior. So you can say things like, "Hey, bro, by the way, I elaborate this more, and I'm actually creating something in my community right now. Would you like to join it?" Like things like that. It's so easy, man. It's so easy. Trust me. People are overcomplicating the process of converting DMs so much to the point where they literally convert no one. So that's quite funny. But yeah, just make sure you genuinely care about people, because that reflects. And I'm talking a lot about reflecting stuff to others, reflecting dedication, reflecting consistency, etc., etc. But if you can reflect your consistency, if you can reflect your dedication to others, it's easy. It's easy, man. I'm telling you, it's easy. Okay. So let me see if I actually got some more. Yeah, it's about the messaging, man. It's about the messaging that you bring over to these people. It's about how you communicate and how you present yourself. And the best tip I can give you, I mean, there are actually two. The first one is write up exactly as you would say it. So what you could do is, like for instance, bro, let me actually see if I can pull it out more. No, that doesn't work. Fuck. No, but like the cool thing, man, if you walk up to a friend, yo, what's up, my man? Shake his fucking hand. Literally write that up in the fucking DM. Like that is going to create a connection, because through text it's hard to create connections, but when you actually do it, it's it's like so more easy to just write up what you say in person. And also, what was the other thing? What was the other thing? What is the other thing? I forgot. I'm sorry, but I think I might already have mentioned it. Um, Give me a second, bro. I'll pause. No, I think that was it, man. I think that was it. Honestly, I was just thinking, but I think we've covered everything on how to convert. The biggest fucking lesson: just be. Oh yeah, be yourself. That was that's the second thing. No, I just came up. Just be yourself, man. Like literally act as if you would act in normal person. Like DMs are nonetheless than just a normal conversation with someone in person. It's just now it's over text and you don't see each other's faces, and therefore you have to not even take it on a different level. Literally do exactly as you would do in person. Talk like you would do in person, because that is going to create a connection. It's way easier to trust someone when you speak directly to them in the eyes. And by DMs, you cannot speak directly to them in the eyes. So therefore, you want to make sure you do as if you speak to him directly to the eyes. Does that make sense, man? So yeah, I hope this helps. And this is going to 10x your conversion rates. Trust me, amigo. Trust me. Even for cold DMs, this works. I do most like the inbound DMs, so people that already have engaged with me. But yeah, boys, this is a little tip, little course module X or something. I don't know how much is. I mean, it's about the conversions. All right. So I hope this helps, and yeah, I'll see you in the next module, boys. We're gonna get the first client. Let's go. What's up? This is the most exciting module, boys. We are going to get your first client. Just like this motherfucker in the back, enjoying the sun, enjoying his hike on a mountain in Norway. Right, boys, this is the module on how you are going to get your first ever client. We've covered why we do coaching. We've covered some fundamentals. We've covered your target audience, define your ICP, your niche, your offer, etc., etc. We've built up your social things. We've built status. We've built social approval. We've got you some leads. We've made sure you convert people, and now you need to get some clients. All right, let's get it, boys. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. But a disclaimer before we actually dive into this: you need to be able to sell to people. Okay, you need to be able to actually sell. You need the skills to sell, and no one tells you this. I could have said, oh yeah, now you can get your first client. No, if you don't have confidence, if you don't are able to sell, and hit me up, we can do some sales role play as well. If you're not able to sell people, you're not gonna make money, and you're not gonna get the first client. I'm being honest, man. No one tells you this shit. I wish it was all rainbow and sunshine, that I could tell you, if you follow these exact steps, you are going to get your first client. No, you need to be able to sell people. Okay? Let me help you a bit. But I'm not a master myself, like I told you, at selling people. But I do know more than you do. Probably. Maybe not. Maybe I do. Who knows? Okay? But hit me up if you want to do some role plays, etc., etc. I'm here to help you out. Okay? So let me just help you a little bit with the straight line selling that I'm recently learning in Jordan Belfort's book. So first, build up some confidence and communication skills. All right. So this is done through practicing, reading books, consuming information, just literally brainwashing yourself with how to sell and watch your recordings and give feedback or get feedback from people. All right. So straight line selling is what I've been learning recently. The only thing you only need them to increase the level of certainty in your service slash product in yourself. So they need to be more certain about your product, more certain about you, more certain about the company you work for. So this could be your reputation. And you need to lower the action threshold, and you need to raise the pain threshold when you sell. So this is straight line selling. Okay, so this is the straight line. Okay, this is like the straight line, and you have the gaps between here. So this is where the lead is still open, and this is where you close him eventually. You want to be building rapport and intelligence gathering. This is basically the sales call. Okay, in the beginning of the call, you want to do discovery. You want to make sure you build rapport, gather information about him, and make sure you just feel a connection through these guys. And here's when you are actually going to pitch him and handle the objections. But if you've done this correctly, you will not get that much objections, because you need to make sure that you increase the level of certainty in you, your service, and the company you work for in this part as well. Okay, so yeah, this is what you do. And basically, if you are talking, if you are pitching, if you are talking about your service, you are on a straight line. When they are talking about your service or about anything else, they're going to be like in between these things. But when they go out here, so go talking about random stuff, obviously that's good to build connections, but then he's going to be far off of the straight line in order to actually close. So the only thing you need to do is increase the level of certainty, and and just move them slowly across to the close part. That's the only thing you need to do. All right. Um, let's see. So the first 4 seconds are really important when it comes down to hopping on calls. So you need to be enthusiastic as hell, sharp as tack, and be an expert. Okay. And how do you be the expert? Do you trust the doctor? This is a funny example I actually recently learned. I actually recently taught to a lot of people. Is if you would see me in a white lab coat with a thing around my neck in order to measure your heartbeat, like the thing you put in your ears, and then like a metal thing that you place on someone's heart to measure their heartbeat. If I were to wear a lab coat and have that thing around my neck, you would assume that I'm a doctor. And who do you assume with doctors? Experts who can fix your leg that is broken, who can do this, who can do that. Basically, experts, all right? So, show, act, and talk like you are an expert in your field. So, literally, if you are teaching people about whatever, like facial structures, how to get a sharp jawline, make sure you have a sharp jawline yourself. Act and talk like you are the guy who's confident because he has a sharp jawline. And reflect your dedication. Okay. So some other tips I have for you when it comes down to selling: smell when to sell, build connections, and smile and laugh. Smell when to sell is basically my entire framework. I literally recorded a 2 hour course that's also in my community, man. Like, check it out, it's the bonus course. I created a 2 hour course on smelling when to sell. It's basically waiting for the perfect time to sell someone and not selling to cold leads. That's the entire thing in a nutshell, and building a lot of fucking trust. Okay, so you don't need to convince these people to buy from you. Build connections, so literally make these guys like you for you. Smile and laugh. I was on multiple calls with someone, and he, every time I tried to make a joke, he just didn't laugh at it, or he didn't even smile. And I was laughing and this and that, but he didn't. And that made me feel like, oh, fuck this guy, man. Fuck this guy. I don't like to talk to this guy. Make sure people like to talk to you, okay? They need to like to talk to you. Alright? And this is the harsh truth, man. If you can't sell, you can't make money. Unless you have a strong personal brand and word of mouth traffic. This is what you see the big guys do, okay? So, a guy that bought Iman Gadzhi's program recently, actually, someone also recorded a testimonial for me. It's Graham Tsang. He's also in my testimonial part in this protocol part. Basically, you're not able to sell unless you are good at sales, and unless you no, what do I want to say? You cannot make money if you're not good at sales as a beginner, right? Because if you have a personal brand like Hamza, like Iman Gadzhi, you can sell everything because you have the personal brand. But we don't do that. We don't have that yet as a beginner, all right? Therefore, we need to be able to sell. We need to be able to to convince people to buy from us, all right? Because we are small. But if you have a personal brand, you can literally sell everything. You see that with Hamza, Iman Gadzhi. Like I told you, bro, this guy bought Iman Gadzhi's program, and yeah, I mean he had a lot of things that he didn't know, but it's like so cool because I mean not cool. Iman Gadzhi can sell this stuff because he has the personal brand. So do what they do, not what they teach is the biggest lesson. Make sure you do that. Alright? And since we don't have that yet, we can do this. We need to build trust, build status. So check the other module. I actually made a whole whole module about building status and social approval and over delivering, even if it's for free. Alright? So make sure you over deliver like crazy so you get a bit of word of mouth traffic. And you need to truly care and build connections with people. Okay? Truly care about people. That's the main thing, man. If you truly care about people, people will talk about you behind your back in a positive way. Right? So that's what you want to do, and reflect your dedication. I think I've mentioned this 20 million times throughout the course. If you reflect your dedication to the other person, they will trust you more and they will talk good about you. All right. So make sure you do that. Leveraging this way will take longer. Okay. It will take long to sign your first client by leveraging it this way, but this is literally the only way you can do it. Okay. And it won't go fast. All right. But it works. It works, man. And this is the most important part, that it actually works. We do this to build trust, build a rapport, practice, and keep improving to eventually sell quicker. We need to keep practicing, keep being able to sell quicker. We need to make sure we build our skills up in order to sell to these people, alright? And yeah, man, trust me, you will get your first client if you leverage the trust building way that I explained right over here. And these 5 steps, and I'm elaborating on that more in the first client protocol as well, and in the SWTS framework course. I'm elaborating on these things more. If you just do these, you will get your first client. You will. It will take longer though. And I'm gonna be honest, if you had a massive personal brand, if you had everything right in place, you will be able to close people more easy. But it takes practice to learn how to sell properly, man. Like it takes practice. And I've just given you a few little tips on how you can do it, like a straight line selling, the SWTS, being the expert, this and that. So I hope that helps, man. Like the disclaimer here is you need to be able to sell if you truly want to get the first client. And I wish it was all rainbow and sunshines, that you could just sign your client when you follow all the steps. But if you're not confident, if you don't have the conviction in your voice, if you don't use your tonality in a way that people are actively listening to you, and also make sure you see the tonality there, also make sure you literally are confident and reflect that onto others, then you are going to be able to make some money, right? But you need to be able to sell. I'm sorry that I have to tell you this far down in the course, but it is true, man. It is true. If you can't sell, you can't make money. It's the honest truth. Like you can have the best program ever, but if you can't sell your product, can't sell your service, it's not going to work. Sorry about that, man. Sorry for actually, yeah, sorry for saying this, but it's true. It's true. So hit me up on school. Hit me up on Instagram. I don't care. If you want to do some sales roleplay, we can do that, okay? We can do that because I really want you to get that first client. I didn't make this course for the sake of saying you're not gonna get it because you can't sell. No, I truly want you to get it still, okay? So, boys, hit me up on school, hit me up wherever you want, and I will make sure I learn how to sell and how to handle objections in a way. I'm not a master myself, okay? I could have made way more money if I actually knew how to sell in a very good way, but I will make sure I let you understand the basics, alright? So, yeah, boys, sorry for the disclaimer, but if you actually do follow the trust building protocol as a beginner, so it's going to be this one, then you will be able to make some money. Okay, then you will be able. Then you don't, because this is going to ensure that you don't have to convict people. Okay, you don't have to convict people, and therefore the selling is going to be less objection handling and easier for you to do. Okay, so With most selling, you have to do a lot of objection handling, but by leveraging these few things and also the other things I mentioned in the protocol and in the SWTS course, you will be able to close them easier because they will have less objections. So this is the best way for you as a beginner to go about it, in my opinion. All right. So hit me up if you have any more questions, and feel free to reach out to me, man. I'll see you in the next module, delivering to clients, and we also have the mindset module coming up. All right. Let's do this, boys. Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome to the module where we are going to be delivering results to our clients, because that, in the end, it is all about delivering in order for you to get the word of mouth, to get the connection, the trust, and leverage that to get testimonials from your clients, leverage that to get some more clients. All right. So, first of all, we want to teach people. Being a coach means that you teach people things that they didn't know yet. It's literally the same as when you're in a classroom. All right. So you're going to be teaching people how to do certain things, how to implement certain strategies, how to send a DM thingy, how to work out, how to do the bench press, how whatever, man. You are going to be a sort of teacher when you're a coach. Okay. This is one of the things that you have to understand if you truly want to be a good coach. And trust me, teachers, you can give some value up front, okay? And most people are scared that they're not valuable enough because they only, they're just scared that they cannot give enough value. But I bet that if someone asks you a question, it would be way easier to give value regarding that. All right, all right. So yeah, basically, we are going to be teachers, sort of. And then we have three variants of teaching. We have done the do it for you, so where you're literally going to build things for your client. We have done with you, so you're gonna hold his hand, run him over the process, this and that, and done it yourself. Things that they have to do in order to also get the desired outcome. All right. So what you could do, I think this is a link. You could do an entire program build out. Should I show this? Let's do it. Okay. This is my entire program, so you get an indicator of what I actually do. All right. This is what I run my entire clients through. This is the entire program that I run my clients through in order to actually visualize and have it on paper how I can help them and how I will help them. All right. This is something you could do with your fitness program, with your mindset course, productivity, whatever you sell as a coach. You can make an entire program where basically you have like phases, and then you have like the days around here, right? So you have like some days, etc., etc. All right. So that's something you could work on to build out a program just like that, because that way it's way easier for the client to see, okay, what will I actually be doing in order to get these desired outcomes? You know, what will I need to do? What does he is going to do? What are we going to do together to get this desired outcome? Okay. Then we have dashboards. Let me show you this one again. This is a dashboard I built out for my client. As you can see here, we have all the phases. We have lead CRMs. We have video ideation scripts. We have school post schedules, call overviews, socials, documents, courses, contracts, Miro boards. We have everything in here in order, and if you want, man, I can give you access to this. Just make sure to like reply to DM me on school or on Instagram, and we'll talk about how you can get access to this. All right. So we got the dashboards. Let me see. What else do we have? And yourself. The main thing when it comes down to coaching is you have to make sure that you are the person that they want to be coached by, right? You want to be the person that is going to ensure their results, and people buy from you. Not They don't buy your service, they buy you because they like you, they trust you, they want you to help them, they feel a connection with you, etc., etc. So just be yourself and sort of sell yourself. I am going to keep you accountable. I'm going to do this for you, going to do that for you, etc., etc. All right, and have it on paper, like I just showed you. When you have the entire program on paper, what you will exactly run them through, is way easier to sell to them, because now they actually know what to expect from the program itself. All right. And when you have it on paper, you can charge more because now you actually have a visual of what you will exactly run them through, and therefore they will see more value in the program itself. All right. And it's also easy to tell or show. You can show them the entire program. You can run them through and give like personalized examples of what you can do for them, tailored to their situation. And you can show them the desired outcome and the transformation. You can show them how it will eventually, how the program will transform, yeah, just transform their current state and get them to the next state. All right. And key things to remember: people buy from people. People don't give a fuck about your service. They just want you to help them with it. They don't care how you're going to do it. They just want the desired state. All right. And they buy it from you, not from your service. Okay. They really, if they truly trust you, they truly like you, they're just gonna buy from you. And they care more about the outcome. They don't give a fuck about the steps you have in the program, but if those steps align with the desired outcome. So if you mention a lot of times, okay, with this step, we're going to make sure you get to this desired outcome, and with this step, we're going to make sure you get this desired outcome. All right, and if they buy you and your time and effort. People literally buy you, and it sounds really weird, but everyone buys you. You know, everyone buys your knowledge. People are going crazy over info at the moment. All right, people need info. People need people to help them scale businesses. Okay, and therefore people just buy from you, and they buy your time and they buy your effort. Okay, yeah, man, that's just simply simple. And don't make these mistakes not teaching what you do yourself. And this is what the big guys did. And I invested 3.5k in a little trap. Okay, so what I did, I invested into this coach, in this mentor for e-commerce dropshipping. But they didn't do dropshipping themselves. The thing that they were growing was personal branding and growing their own coaching. And then I realized, okay, they're not teaching what they do themselves. Therefore, I fucking hate these guys. Yeah, simple, man. Like, make sure you teach what you do yourself. Everything in this 2 hour, 3 hours, I don't know how long it's going to be. Everything in this course is literally step by step what I do myself and what my clients do as well. Okay? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not add a single thing that I don't do myself. I did not do anything. Okay? So make sure you teach what you do yourself. If you teach a certain gym exercise, showcase that you have done it yourself as well, and therefore showcase the desired outcome. Okay? Overthinking about the deliverables. Watch the mindset course, bro. Come on, watch the fucking mindset course. If you still have limiting beliefs, oh, but what if they ask questions I can't answer? What if they do this? What if they do that? It's not gonna happen, man. It's not gonna happen. Trust me. Trust me. And bro, if they do magically have a question that you can't answer, you always have ChatGPT. Always. And no, I'm not stimulating you to use it. Always use your own fucking mind and your own things. And I personally have not even used ChatGPT once to answer a question of my client. But if you truly are in a situation where you literally don't know what to say, you can use ChatGPT to give the ball in front of the goal so you can head it in. Right? So ChatGPT is not here to give answers, it's here to give examples. Alright? So that's literally something you can do. It's so fucking easy to deliver. It's so easy. You just have to be yourself and share your fucking clear knowledge. Make sure you transfer your information onto the other person. It's literally easy, man. And if you still have fucking stupid limiting beliefs, whatever it is, make sure you watch the delivery course, okay? Oh, and this is funny. This is very funny. Most people think, oh, but I don't know if my shit works, this and that. I don't know whether or not it is going to work, whether or not I am actually able to sell this because no one has actually done it. No one, I don't have proof, man. I don't have proof. Come on, what do I do, man? Give me a second, okay? Give me a second to explain this to you. I signed my first client without even knowing what I was doing. Without even knowing what I was doing. And the reason for this that he signed because of me is, first of all, I charged way too less. So it was a no-brainer. Second of all, I gave him so much value up front. Okay? And when it comes down to value, if you don't have any proof, if you don't have any client results, just share so much value that they will see the value in you. Okay, just share so much value in order to ensure that this guy is going to see that you are a valuable person. Okay, and when someone sees that you're a valuable person, when someone sees that you actually can give some advice, and they implement that free advice that you gave him, and he comes back to you saying, bro, this advice actually helped quite a bit, you got it there, man. You got the proof. People are overthinking this so much. Oh yeah, but I need to showcase that I've done it myself as well. I need to showcase that it actually works. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you do. It's just that you are not doing it on a high volume and therefore don't have clear results. Okay? Everything I told my client, Kasparos, everything I told him is something I didn't do myself in a way of how he was doing it. This guy already had the personal brand, he already had a community that was up and running, he already had the mindset of like, I need to make it work, I am disciplined, this and that. He already had that stuff. I didn't have most of the things. I didn't have a community. I didn't have a YouTube channel that I was actively growing. I didn't have, yeah, whatever it was, I had some limiting beliefs. But I knew, and this is where it comes down to implementing conscious beliefs, conscious empowering beliefs in your mind in order to make you sure that you really, really believe in the stuff you teach. Because maybe you think, oh, but I don't have proof, so it doesn't work. Maybe it doesn't, but it's maybe because you don't do it at much of a volume to the fact that you actually don't have the proof. Okay, but if you do, bro, we've been learning for so long in the online business space. You've probably watched a lot of videos, a lot of courses, just like this one, and this is the best one, I'm telling you. Let's go. But you need to make sure that you truly believe in the stuff you tell. You truly believe, and even if it doesn't work 100%, even if it works just 70%, it will get your client results. Even if it works 30%, it will push the needle for them. They will still improve than they did back in the day. They will still be better than normally. Okay? It's not about the big fucking wins that they're getting. It's about the small wins that you stack up in order to review it over a month and see where the fuck are you now compared to where you started. It's not about the really big win. Oh, I will make sure that you sign some clients, that you get your first client. And I'm telling you this, man, maybe you don't. But if you look back from before you watch this entire course, this entire first protocol course, before you watched it, you are more confident. You have a better mindset. You know your ICP, you know your niche, you know your offer, you know your target audience, you know how to set up your socials, you know how to create videos. It's not even about the biggest fucking win, okay? It's about stacking these small wins and ensuring that this guy actually gets some small wins. And sometimes, man, you don't deliver on the big desired outcome, but they're still better than they were before they met you. Keep this in mind, man. And obviously, we all want to give these guys the desired outcome of the sign one client or get a six pack in 90 days or something like that. We all want that, but sometimes it's nothing you can do about it. You can actually teach these guys, but it is just that sometimes knowledge isn't enough. Sometimes it depends on the client whether or not he actually is dedicated 101% to actually make it work. Okay, and I'm not blaming the client for this, but your value, and I don't want you to underestimate this part, your value is important. You know more than a beginner. If you're just a level 1, you know more than a level 0 when it comes down to social skills, when it comes down to fitness. I probably know more than 75% of the people at my age about fitness, about bodybuilding. So I could teach it easily. And maybe I don't have a six pack myself, but at least I got the fucking bicep and at least I know how to have a good form in the gym. Alright? It's you don't need proof in my opinion. And there are a lot of guys, and I was on a call with someone who has been told that he needed to grow a YouTube channel to 1K subs in order to actually start selling YouTube coaching on how to grow a YouTube channel. Okay, sure, but it's like if you and the YouTube channel is about NoFap, by the way. But if you like don't enjoy talking about a topic and you have to forcefully get to 1K subscribers talking about a topic you don't want to do, and you already mentioned to me that he didn't want to do it, okay? If you have to do that just for the sake of having some proof, then what the fuck is gonna happen, man? You're not gonna enjoy your business and you're not gonna scale your business, you're not gonna get your first client because you're basically wasting time to get this small bit of proof, you know? 1K subs isn't even that important. If you just like value covers proof, man. Value covers proof. If you show that you know what you're talking about, if you reflect that you know what you're talking about, if you literally let this guy feel through the screen that you know what you're talking about, he will trust you. He doesn't need proof. And if someone asks you, oh, bro, who have you done this for, bro? Do you have any proof? He's not the right fit for you, man. Then this guy is already skeptical. Oh, I need to see some proof. True. Yeah, okay. I get it, man. I want to see proof if it actually works as well. But the thing is, man, if you just know what you're talking about, that covers 99% of everything. You don't even need proof, in my opinion. Okay? And this is very controversial. People will fucking debate with me about this part. But I truly believe that value always covers proof. Okay? Always, in every situation. And yeah, proof is better. Proof is easier to make people pull the trigger to convince people. But if you're a beginner coach, just like just like what the whole coaching with this whole course is about, you don't have proof. And don't let this stop you, motherfucker. Don't let this shit fucking stop you. Because then you're a bitch, bro. I'm telling you this. Make sure you cover your proof up with your value. Okay? Make sure that you let the value cover over the proof. Okay? Because if you don't have proof, your value, the way you talk, the way you communicate, the way you help these guys, the way you show that you know what you're talking about, the way you make them guys feel that you know what you're talking about is going to cover the proof. Trust me. Trust me, man. From the bottom of my heart, trust me, bro. I signed my first client without proof and even without knowing what I was doing. Okay? And guess what? This motherfucker, Kasparas, bro, he made 1.8k with working with me. 1.8k. He signed two or I think three clients in the what is it? Not even 2 months working with me. I guess that's cool. I guess that's cool, isn't it? Come on, man. Fucking hell. Okay, what do we have left? Okay. Sorry about the little rant, bro, but I want to make this clear to you that you don't need proof in order to start. You don't need results in order to start. Okay. So yeah, don't make these mistakes. If you're not building a true connection, you will get more churn. If you don't focus on building connections with people, if you don't focus on making people love you for you and not for your service or not for anything else, if you truly want to make friends, if you truly want to build a friend relationship with a client, with a lead, you're gonna get less churn because these people are okay with you not delivering 101%. Okay, these people will like you for you and they will understand and see, okay, this guy's also still a human and he's not a robot who is constantly working. You know, he also has his family to take care of. He also has this, he also has that. Make sure you build true connections. And this is being done, and I think I covered it multiple times. Talk like you would in person. Be yourself. Make sure you ask normal questions that normal humans do. Make sure you communicate in a way that you do with your friends and family. Easy, man. Come on. That way less churn. People are gonna be way less mad about you not delivering. And of course, hey, of course, we are going to deliver like crazy. Okay, we are going to deliver like crazy. But some people just want expect more from you, and there's nothing you can do about it. If you give your 101%, there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, so boys, boys. All right, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, that's it, boys. Delivering to clients. I hope this was a valuable fucking course because I think I went a bit off track when it came down to the proof part. Okay. Yeah, boys. I mean, it is true, man. You don't need proof, in my opinion. I didn't. I saw my first two clients without have any proof that it actually worked. All right. Lovely, man. All right. So I think we have the mindset course. I'm gonna be recording that now after this one. If you watch the mindset course and if you fill out the entire worksheet that I've created specially for you, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, you are going to make it. You will make it in business because mindset dedicates 99% of your business. Okay? If your mindset is not correct, if you don't believe, if you do not believe in yourself, if you do not believe that your stuff is the best shit out there, if you don't express that to others, you're already on the edge of failing, man. Sorry about that. It's just true. Okay? Make sure you watch the course. And, boys, I hope this was valuable. Okay? Trust me, man. This will be the best course you ever watch. From the bottom of my heart, because I truly believe in it. Okay? Mindset course. Now, adios, amigos. You have just reached the most important part of this course. You have just reached the most important part. Okay? Mindset shifts. I am going to completely change your mindset. Alright? So, this is the most important part of the course. I need your full attention and I need, not have, I need you to take action. Okay? If you fail to follow along and you will never make it in business. I'm telling you this, man. Okay? Mindset shifts. Whether whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. If you don't think you can build a business that is going to be profitable for you over the next 10 years, you can't. Because it's all about mindset, right? We're talking here about beliefs. We're talking here about paradigm shifts. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe that you're going to make it, it's not going to happen. Okay? Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. Because it's all about your mind and how you, like, your internal mind dictates your external state. The things you think internally are going to reflect on what happens externally. All right? Like I say, external reality and the internal emotional state. If you are emotional unstable, if you feel depressed, if you if you don't think you will ever fix this depression, it's gonna happen. You will act like a depressed person. You will feel sick every single time. Okay? So what I want you to do is don't ever say to yourself that you cannot make it, because your internal emotional state is going to make sure that your external reality is going to come true. So whatever you think in here, man, in here, it is going to happen in the external world. Okay? And it's also a little bit about the placebo effect. Okay? So we need to train our unconscious mind. Okay? With paradigms, belief, result cycle, and exercises. Okay. External reality and internal emotional state. What you think and believe will happen happens, like I told you. Okay? Wealthy people think the same, and so do broke people. Wealthy people think the same, and so do broke people. Wealthy people all think that they are wealthy. Broke people all think and feel that they are broke. It's literally so simple. And there was like so many studies regarding the placebo effect. All right? If you tell one person, you give him a milkshake, and you say to the one person it's very healthy for you, there's a lot of protein in there, you will gain muscle, this and that, and you will actually lose weight. And if you tell to the other person it's very unhealthy, loads of sugars, you will gain weight, Guess what? The next day they step on the scale. The one who was told that it was a very unhealthy, uh, what was I saying? Shake, something milkshake. He actually gained weight. The one who was told that it was not an unhealthy thing, it was a very healthy, high protein thing. He lost weight. And guess what, man? Your internal emotional states dictates how you externally will what externally will happen in reality. Okay, so what you think and believe will happen is going to happen. If you say to yourself in the mirror every single time, I will make it, I will make it, I will make it, and never doubt yourself, never let a unconscious limiting belief get in the way of that thought, of your conscious speaking to yourself, you will make it. You will make it. It's as simple as that, okay? And it sounds really wishy washy, but it is true, man. If you truly believe in yourself, if you truly believe that you will achieve a certain goal, it is going to happen because your internal emotional state dictates the external reality, okay? And we need to train our unconscious mind. Every belief, I mean, every limiting belief, every repetitive belief comes from the unconscious mind. We don't even want to think negative, but we are sort of trained to think negative. 95% of the thoughts are repetitive and 80% of the thoughts are negative. And the only way we can change this is by consciously consciously changing our beliefs in our unconscious mind. So what we do, how we do this, is by saying to ourselves, I will make it. I will make it. I will achieve 1 million before I'm 18. I will have the dream body that every girl is gonna be drooling over. Fuck. I will fucking make it, okay? If you keep training your mind, your unconscious mind, by the conscious, you will change these unconscious beliefs to be more positive, more empowering, okay? Because 95% of the thoughts are repetitive. That means that they are repeating themselves day in, day out. We relive the same beliefs every single day unconsciously. We keep reliving the same beliefs, okay? We keep having the same beliefs over and over again. Oh, but what if I don't make it? Oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? No, no, no. We need to consciously change these beliefs. We need to make sure we train our unconscious mind by consciously changing and implementing new empowering beliefs and get rid of the negative limiting beliefs, okay? That is how we train our unconscious mind because our unconscious can be trained by our conscious. Keep that in mind. So keep literally talk to a mirror, saying to yourself, I will make it, I will get this goal, I will do this, I will do that. Bam, 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 bam. Easy. Okay? So, paradigm shifts. Paradigm shifts. A paradigm is the lens through which you interpret the world. It's how you see the world, it's how you perceive the world. Like, if you if you have a negative victim paradigm, because these are the two core paradigms. If you think like a negative victim, you will see everything in a negative way, okay? You will see this, for instance, when it rains outside, you're gonna be the guy, oh fuck, it rains again, I'm gonna get wet. If you're the positive worker, you will see, oh fuck yeah, that's good for the plants, man, amazing. It's a paradigm is the lens which you interpret the world, okay? And it determines your thoughts, your actions, and the results that come from those actions. Your thoughts are going to lead into actions, and your actions are going to lead into results. If you think, if you think you will make it, you will act as if you will make it. And if you act as if you will make it, you will make it. Makes sense, doesn't it? So this is how we switch paradigms. Instead of being the negative victim who says, I need to convince people to buy my service, you're going to be the positive worker who says, people are already actively looking for what I offer, for what I sell. People are already actively on the market, literally looking for me. They just need to find me. Okay? It's how you perceive the world. It's the lens which through you interpret the world. Okay, so if you see everything in a positive way, everything will come towards your side. Okay, everything will, right? Paradigms are literally the lens through which you interpret the world. Keep that in mind. So keep being positive regarding everything. All right, then the belief result cycle. Okay, our beliefs that we have are going to dictate our emotions, and our emotions dictate our thoughts, and our thoughts are going to make sure that we put in the actions related to our thoughts, and the actions related to our thoughts are going to end in a result. Okay, and therefore a new reinforced belief is going to be there. All right, so 95% of the beliefs are that. Yeah. Well, I've been talking for 5 hours today. Okay. 95% of thoughts are repetitive. We relive the same beliefs every day unconsciously. I've told this before. Beliefs are statements you have accepted as truth. If you believe that sales is a hard skill to master, you will struggle to close deals. If you believe getting a six pack is hard, guess what, man? You will struggle to get a six pack. It's as simple as that. Because whatever you believe are going to dictate the results that you actually get from that, and therefore get the reinforced beliefs. So if you believe getting a six pack is hard, your emotions will be negative regarding that. Your thoughts will be negative, and the actions you put in are not going to push you towards the desired result that you actually want. You want a six pack. The actions are not going to get you to the desired result of having the six pack, and therefore you don't get the six pack, and therefore you say, see, it didn't work. I cannot get a six pack. It's hard to get a six pack. And those reinforced beliefs are going to be the new beliefs. Then you believe, see, I cannot get a six pack. Therefore, your emotions are going to be negative. Therefore, your thoughts are going to be negative, which leads to negative actions, negative results. Bam! The cycle keeps repeating. The cycle keeps fucking repeating, okay? And if you have the paradigm shift of the positive worker, where you shift every belief in, six pack is very easy, you will believe it's easy. Your emotions will be positive to thinking it's very easy to do that. Your thoughts will align with the easy things. Therefore, it's easy to take action and actually truly believe that you will get the things by doing the action. If you get the results and then you say, bro, it's actually easy. It's all in here, bro. It's all in here. Shit, man. Come on. So if you believe sales is a hard skill, you will struggle to close deals. Okay? Most entrepreneurs fail not because of their skills, but because of subconscious thoughts and limitations, limiting beliefs. Okay? Most entrepreneurs are fucking skilled. You are so fucking skilled if you're a fitness coach, or a mindset coach, or a productivity coach, or a performance coach. You are so fucking skilled. But if you don't believe, man. If you don't believe in it, it's going to not get you the results, and therefore you end up in a cycle again. Everything you believe, you will achieve. And if it's negative, you will achieve the negatives. And therefore the cycle keeps repeating. So what we need to do, we need to change that unconscious mind. We need to consciously change our unconsciously mind. Okay? Man, come on, boys. And keep practicing with feedback. Keep acting as if you are the guy. If you keep believing in yourself, keep looking in the mirror, etc., saying to yourself, I will make it. The same as in the gym, man. I made an entire fucking thing for you. I actually switch Google accounts. I made an entire document that I need you to fill out. I need you to fill this out, okay? So list all your limiting beliefs that you have. Pour everything in here. The more you have, and I want at least 15. Otherwise, I'm not reviewing your document. I want at least 15. The more you have, the more I can help you out. Change these limiting beliefs, okay? Then I want you to list your goals, your desired state, the place you want to be in, okay? Then I want you to list the empowering beliefs against the limiting beliefs. So you've listed your limiting beliefs in here. Now I want you to change it. So if you say, I am bad at sales, sales is easy. Things like that. I put an example on above as well. I am scared to charge money for my knowledge. I'm the most valuable guy for this lead. And I undercharge charge myself. Fucking hell, man. Myself. Okay? Change your beliefs, the limiting beliefs. I want you to put them all in this one as well. I want you to list them out here. List your goals here. List your limiting beliefs out here as again. And put empowering beliefs above it. Besides it, okay? Feel free to add way more. What you can do, click that one, bum. Click that one, bum. Click that one, bum. Okay? So, now I want you to write out your why. Your entire why, okay? And this is something I have not done. I haven't shared with anyone. I'm going to share you my why, alright? Let me show it to you. I think I might have the document somewhere here. Right here. It is in Dutch. I want you to write up such a long piece of text, just like this. I need you to write this up. If you have a strong enough why in why you do what you do, you will constantly be thinking back, I don't fucking like this. I don't like the work I'm doing. Why am I doing this? You have the why. You have the why written up on your wall on a piece of paper. Make sure you write up your why right over here. I will watch over it and I will keep you accountable with your why. Every time you feel stuck, every time you don't feel like doing the work, I will make sure I keep you accountable and remind you of your why. Okay? And I want you to write it up here so I can see it. And I want you to create a different document in order to actually get the why in there and maybe put it as your lock screen or like make a star at the document. Okay? That's what I want you to do. And then we have daily exercises. I want you to talk out loud. So literally, like a weird person, stand up, have a mirror in front of you. I am the best one. I know I will make it. I will be able to charge 1 million K or whatever it is for my fucking knowledge. I will do it, you know. You need to make sure you put in the actions in order to train your conscious mind and therefore train your unconscious mind, okay? If you constantly change your unconscious mind, fucking hard words, man. who fucking thought about this? If you constantly change your unconscious, I need to take a break, man. If you consciously change your unconscious mind, I got it. You will make it, okay? Because then the limiting beliefs are not going to be there as much as you would like them, okay? So talk out loud in the mirror. Do some daily journaling. So just write up every single day what limiting beliefs you had throughout the day and how you actually manage them, how you prevented them, how you attack them, and visualize yourself. Visualize yourself as the person you want to be. Okay, so sit a few minutes with yourself and just think. I'm going to get to this state. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Make sure you fill out this entire document. Okay, I want to review this for you and I am going to keep you accountable if you actually fill out the entire document. So what you can do, go to file, make copy. This is Dutch, sorry about that. make copy and fill it in, send it over to me on school or on Instagram, and I'll keep you accountable to it, man. I'll keep you accountable to it. Yeah, so keep practicing, same as in the gym, man. You need to train it. You need to train having the mind. You need to train having the mindset. Okay, mindset is not something that comes out of the blue. You know, it's something you have to train. And if you don't train it in the right way, you're never gonna make it. I'm telling you. If you keep having these limiting beliefs, you can work as hard as you want. You can do as much input as you want. If you don't believe that the input is going to get you to the desired state, it's not going to bring you there. All right. Therefore, I want you to take action. I want you to fill out the document. I want you to rewatch this course as many times as you want. I may have been yapping a lot, but I want to make this clear to you, okay? So yeah, that's it, boys. Um, take action and yeah, I'll watch the entire course. For me, when it's the 4th of July, this is the last module. I'm going to say goodbye. But I think I'll be adding modules in the future as well. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So yeah, boys, this was it, and I'll see you in the next course or some. I'll see you around. Okay. Yes. Adios, amigos.